you doing? For the final time here in 2022, we welcome you here to regular season hockey as the Oahe Capitals will take on the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers to wrap up the 2021-2022 season. A good evening and welcome to the Shields Iceplex, the home of the state tournament for what will be the second straight year to hopefully finish it all the way out, but the third straight season where the Shields Iceplex is the host of it here in Sioux Falls for the state hockey tournament. And the Oahe Capitals are traveling for the first time since the first weekend in January, and it just so happens to be where they're going to spend their potentially last 3 games, if not the last 2 games of the season of the year here at the Shields Iceplex. The Capitals cannot go up to third place. They can fall to 6th, but we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. We'll talk about the standings and what that means and what happens for the Capitals if they would have to drop to 6th place. All that has to go into to factor them dropping into 6th place. Otherwise, they're set for the 4-5 matchup in the state tournament coming up here in just a couple of weeks. The Caps taking on the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. It was a 4-1 win for the Capitals for the Flyers. That came back on January 29th, so just about a month ago, and they ran into a hot goalie in Ryan Flanagan, who was just absolutely unbelievable. He's got 7 wins, a 1.37 goals against average, a 953 save percentage. He does have only 1 shutout out of all that. So when we talk with Coach Steele about how hard it is to score goals against this goalie, but also to score against the other goalie, Caden Heiser, who might get the start tonight. Don't know who will start tonight, but he's got a 1.38 goals against average, a 927 save percentage, and 4 shutouts in his 7 wins. So these 2 goalies are pretty much identical in stats. The only thing difference is the 3 extra shutouts that Heiser has over Flanagan, but it looks like maybe Heiser is going to be the one that gets the start after Flanagan, his team, he and the rest of the Sioux Falls 1, they end up tying Brookings yesterday 1-1. That's a huge tie for now the 14-3-1 Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. Not going to be able to jump up to second place, but they will be that 2 seed, which also means Rushmore is the top seed. So Rushmore has clinched the top spot as long as they get a point over this weekend. Actually, I believe now that they cannot, Brookings cannot pass Rushmore. But because of that, the Oahe Capitals in that 4-5 matchup, Rushmore's at number 1, Brookings at number 2, Sioux Falls 1 at number 3, and the only way that the Capitals fall to number 6 is if Sioux Center wins both of their games against Rushmore this weekend, and then Aberdeen, they pick up 2 wins as well, and that one's a little bit more likely because they play Huron today. We'll have more updates throughout here the evening, but most likely the Caps will stay at number 4, but at the worst, it looks like they'll be at number 5 and be in that 4-5 matchup, which would be the 3rd game of the state tournament. And all 11 games of the boys' varsity state tournament will be on Capital City Rock and on YouTube to watch at Capital City Rock Sports. Also, the all 11 girls' games, which a week from today, we're getting set for the state semifinals in the girls' varsity tournament. So we'll have a girls' varsity tournament, boys' varsity tournament, all 22 games over those 2 weekends. All in one spot right here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube to watch at Capital City Rock Sports, as we have YouTube up right now as the Caps are looking for their final win of the season. And with that win, they would put them at 13-7 on the year. Now 12-7 going into this evening's contest, and a win will put them at 13-7, sending them into the state tournament on a strong note, picking up back-to-back wins to head into the state tournament. The Sioux Falls 1 Flyers, again, they tied Brookings yesterday 1-1, but they had won 3 in a row. Before that, they lost to Rushmore 2-1 and 3-1. And Coach Steele we'll talk about it here in just a little bit, but it's going to take a lot. It takes a lot to try and knock off the Sioux Falls 1 team, and the biggest thing is scoring multiple goals. That's one of the hardest things to do against Sioux Falls 1 and these two goalies. Whichever one is going to start, it's hard to get multiple goals to score for against the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. We'll have our Weather All Coaches interview coming up here in just a little bit. It's the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers coming up from Sioux Falls, the Shields Iceplex, the home of the 2022 Boys State Varsity Tournament. And we have our Weather All Coaches interview coming up after this. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Capital City area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele for the Weather All Coaches interview. Final game of the regular season for you. Last night, Sioux Falls 1 played against Brookings. They tied, but going into this game, you can solidify yourself as the 4 seed. You probably get some help to be that way anyway, but you can solidify yourself with a win as the 4 seed. Can't pass up Sioux Falls, but what's the feeling going into tonight?
You know, I think this is just it's one of those games where we just want to go out and play the way we're capable of and build some confidence, you know, in this last league game of the season as we, you know, start looking and planning ahead for the state tournament.
You obviously played them earlier this season and ran into a hot goalie, had a tough weekend in that in one of those 2 losses of that weekend. But obviously it's a new day today, but what do you expect from this team, especially after playing last night and tying Brookings?
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see who we get in net here tonight. You know, he was a busy guy last night. I think he had 40, 45, 46 saves against Brookings. But, you know, he's a good goalie. You know, if he's in there, we know we're gonna have to get some traffic in front, you know, and kind of look for rebounds. You know, he's a big goalie. He comes out. He's aggressive. He takes away a lot of space. So we've got to make sure that we're taking shots so we can get rebounds off of and, you know, staying away from his glove. But, you know, we'll see if he's the goalie or if they go with Heiser tonight.
And for you guys, Kieran Duffy going to be in net to start here tonight. What do you expect from him? Especially, again, he's still he's not up to speed, but after dealing with an injury and dealing with sickness and being out for a long time, it takes a little bit to get your legs back underneath you.
Yeah, I think he's done a good job getting himself back, as best he can these last couple weeks. And again, it's going to be similar to our team. It's a game to rebuild that confidence and get some momentum, personally for him as a goalie as we enter the state tournament.
Here tonight, again, final game of the regular season. Is there anything that you want to come out of here or go into this game and say, we want to try something, knowing that most likely nothing changes, you're going to be in that 4-5 game? Is there anything that maybe you think about trying a little bit differently just to see how things work because of the circumstances?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a few things that we're going to look at tonight. Again, just because, in the grand scheme of things, this is not a hugely important game in a lot of those ways. So, we're going to try some different things that, we can try and hone and see if it's something that we ultimately want to do in the state tournament, or if it's something that was fun today and we'll throw it out tomorrow.
Keller Herman, obviously not going to play here today, but how's his recovery process been going after a week later?
It was good. He was in school, most of the week, usually just kind of in one room. And then Friday he kind of gave it his all, going to each class. But it is just good to see him back, showing up to practice and, just being around the guys again. So it was good to have him around. Obviously he's still got a ways to go to get healthy and be ready to go. But, first and foremost, just, is in terms of being healthy again, that's what we were very happy to see with him.
And here tonight, again, final game of the regular season. What is it going to take to knock off the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers?
We're going to have to find a way to score 3 goals, I think. That's a challenge against this team. They don't give up a ton of goals. And there was 1-1 with Brookings. They really don't give up many goals. So we can find a way to get to 3. I think we'll have a good shot.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Thanks, John.
Back with more of the pregame show next here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back here and getting set for puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. John Winkler here on this Saturday evening as the Caps are looking to finish off their season with the win to go to 13-7 on the year. Sioux Falls 1 at 14-3-1. Their season will end tomorrow when they take on Aberdeen. So Aberdeen, who's playing here on today, will take on the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers tomorrow in Aberdeen at 4 o'clock. So with Aberdeen winning, most likely going to win today, as they take on the winless Huron All-Stars. A win, then they move into would be 2 points or 1 point behind the Capitals if the Capitals don't win here this afternoon. If they win here tonight, then it all becomes moot and the Capitals are the 4 seed. But if Aberdeen wins, then you keep an eye on that game against the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers, because if the Aberdeen Cougars end up winning that game, then the Capitals will drop to the 5 seed. You're also keeping an eye on Rushmore and Sioux Center. Sioux Center's got to win both of them here, the first one tonight in Sioux Center. So we'll have updates throughout the evening as we go along here, as the Capitals and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers getting set for their last game of the regular season for the Oahe Capitals. The Caps come in after a win last Saturday over the Sioux Center Storm. They won 4-3. Sioux Center beat them on a Saturday. The Caps won on Sunday. The Sioux Center team won 6-3 on Saturday. The Caps came back and won 4-3 on Sunday. The Capitals right now, again, Ashton Grease, one of the top guys to get assists in the state right now, sitting with 28 assists, 2 away from 30 on the season. Carter Sanderson with 24 goals. He leads the team in goals. And, of course, Grease has got the most points on the team with 44 points so far on the year. Carter Sanderson with 36, and then it is Jaron Beck with 26 for the Oahe Capitals. And that's going to be the key for the Caps here going into the state tournament, is getting that secondary scoring. You have Keenan Howard, who's got 13 goals, so he's got a guy that there's a guy not on that top line that's getting 10-plus goals. But you look for maybe John Lyons and Barrett Schweitzer, Andre Carbonneau, who picked up the game winner last Sunday. He's got 5 goals. Those guys you want to see maybe get to – those guys are going to be integral parts. Everybody is in the state tournament. Everybody has to be to try and win a state championship. But those guys will maybe be more integral trying to score goals and get those goals for the Oahe Capitals because that top line, they will score, but you need that secondary scoring, and that's what the Capitals will need here this evening tonight against Sioux Falls 1, but then back here 2 weeks from now at the Shields Iceplex here at the Furniture Mart for the state tournament where the Caps will be looking for an opportunity to win a state championship. All 3 days will be here at the Shields Iceplex. Unlike last year, we went to the Denny Sanford Premier Center on Sunday. All 3 days will be here for the state tournament, as we'll have it all 11 games here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube to watch at Capital City Rock Sports. Next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. Join us here at Aberdeen, as we'll have all 11 games of the girls varsity state tournament. The Oahe Capitals will play the first game of the day. They will take on the Aberdeen Cougars, the host team. That will be coming up with a start time. I believe that's 11 o'clock, or it's going to be a 10 o'clock start on that Friday. We'll have it for you here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Will be 10 o'clock is that puck drop of the Oahe Capitals and the Aberdeen Cougars in the first game of the girls varsity tournament, the 3 versus 6 matchup, as the Caps will be looking for an upset over the Aberdeen Cougars in the first round of the state tournament. Starters in net, we know one of them. It's Kieran Duffy for the Oahe Capitals. He will get the start in net tonight. He's got 5 wins, a 3.23 goals against average, and an .878 save percentage for the Oahe Capitals. And Duffy has missed quite a bit of time with dealing with a sickness, but it is one for Duffy to get the legs back. Not that he didn't lose, he lost the legs, but it just takes a little bit tougher, longer time after dealing with sickness, and everybody's still up to speed to come back from something like that. And he's going to get up to speed, and he will be ready to go here this evening in the final game of the regular season, as he will get the start net. We're thinking it's going to be Caden Heiser that will be the starter, because Ryan Flanagan started last night against Brookings. But either way, both goalies have 7 wins on the season. Flanagan's got a 1.37 goals against average. Heiser's got a 1.38 goals against average, so they're pretty much similar there. 953 save percent for Flanagan, a 927 save percentage for Heiser. Heiser's got 4 shutouts, Flanagan with 1, and the Caps saw Flanagan back at home, so we'll see if Heiser will be the starting goalie for Coach Ben Prisby and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, puck drop is for you to end the regular season. The Oahe Capitals and Sioux Falls 1 Flyers in the regular season finale for the Capitals. And that's coming up next. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here and set for puck drop of the final game of the regular season, the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. John Winkler here on this Saturday evening as we're basically right on time. The Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers scheduled for a 5:30 puck drop, and we are set to go here. The Flyers at 14-3-1. A tie last night to the Brookings Rangers at 1-1. And here the Capitals at 12-7, looking for their win number 13 to finish off the final game of the season, as they will be looking for an opportunity to clinch that 4 spot by themselves, to not need any help to get to that 4 spot, but most likely you'll be in that 4-5 matchup. We'll send it down here to the PA for the introduction of the starting lineups in just a moment. As right now it is Flanagan that is getting the net, getting his crease ready. Skating through the crease and getting ready to be the starter for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. Again, Flanagan comes in, 7 wins, 1.37 goals against average, and a .953 save percentage. He was absolutely outstanding in net against the Oahe Capitals a couple of weeks ago, back on January 29th, and he will be the starter in net again. So the Caps do not see Caden Heiser this year. They see Ryan Flanagan in both games as we throw it down over to the PA for the introduction of the starting lineups.
For the last regular season home game for the Sioux Falls Flyers, hosting the visiting Oahe Capitals. Go ahead and get started with the starting lineup for Oahe. On defense, number 4, Howard. Ian Howard. On the other side, number 73, Jaden Ward. Forward, number 6, Jared Beck. Number 9, Carter Sanderson. Number 30, Ashton Jason. And down to the Capitals today, number 37, Kieran Duffy. And now, starting lineup for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They are joined by 2 mighty skaters tonight. First of all, we have Matt Hartley and Elias Butler. And Elias Butler. Now starting defense, number 14, Evan Eversbacher. Joining him on the other side, number 17, Gabe Edwards. And forwards, number 7, Will McDonald. Number 21, Jordan Gordon. And number 27, Anthony Allen. And between the fights today, number 1, Ryan Flanagan.
We are ready to go here this evening as the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. The starting lineups for you once again. The 3 forwards for the Hawaii Capitals: Ashton Grease, Carter Sanderson, and Jaron Beck, the top line. And then Keenan Howard and Jaden Floor on defense. Those 2 seniors and Kieran Duffy will be between the pipes for the Capitals. Sioux Falls 1 Flyers, a little bit different than the first time around. William McDonald, Jordan Corey, and Anthony Vallon are the 3 forwards. And it'll be Kate Edwards and Evan Eberspacher. That will be the 2 defensemen. And Ryan Flanagan between the pipes for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. We are ready to go. 17 minutes on the clock. Final game of the regular season for the Hawaii Capitals. Looking for win number 13. The Sioux Falls 1 Flyers looking for win number 15. These 2 teams right now, they won't change after tonight's game, no matter with a win or a loss. But the Caps can put themselves into that 4 seed for sure if they're able to pick up a win here against the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. Caps will go from right to left, the Flyers from left to right. It will be William McDonald and Ashton Grease for the opening face-off, and we're underway. Final time for 2022 as the Hawaii Capitals win the face-off, but it's picked up by the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers, dumped in, and around the boards it goes as Kieran Duffy comes out to play it. McDonald fanned on an opportunity to keep it in the zone, and the Caps get it out to the neutral zone, picked up by Carter Sanderson. Sanderson in, the back end. It's between the legs of Flanagan, and it doesn't go in. Flanagan looked like he was beat, but there it is already. 20 seconds in, Flanagan somehow makes a magician-type save and keeps it between the legs, and it doesn't allow it to go in, and the Caps are kept off the board 20 seconds in. Ensuing face-off is won by the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. It is played around Corey for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. It's turned over at the blue line, pushed in the slot, kick back to Sanderson. His shot goes off of Grease's stick, and then a left pad save by Flanagan. Boy, he's made 2 really good saves already. That pass is missed, and will go down for an icing. 16-16 to go here in the first period. No score, 2 shots, 2 really good shots by the Capitals, 2 really good saves by Flanagan. The faceoff will come to the right of Ryan Flanagan. Andre Carbonneau will take the faceoff. Dre Burton and Corbin Beestrom on defense. It's tied up and won by the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. Corey Perdames wins the faceoff, and it's chipped down the zone. Nick Lohr, pass goes across for Max Moore. His shot and an early save now for Kieran Duffy. He's got his first one of the evening. One goes off of a Capitals player, off of Beestrom, and now picked up. And Andre Carbonneau will get it out. Dre Burt will take off for it. He was able to get a shot away and a save by Flanagan. Jack Sievert didn't win the race to it. He had a stick lifted. There's a shot again. Another blocker save by Flanagan. That came for the point by Carbonneau. And as it comes out to the blue line, knocked back in by Devin Dodson. Touched over across to Jack Sievert. And Sievert's pass off of a stick, but right to Corey Perdames. Perdames' pass intercepted by Sanderson. Gains the red line, tries a toe drag, move around, but it's picked back up by Perdames. He'll flip it in, caught by the glove of Duffy. He will cover for a whistle, or won't let the puck drop off the glove, and it's 15:25 to go here in the first period. Still no score, 4-2 in shots. Quickly have gotten a couple shots. 6 shots in a minute and 35 seconds between the two teams. This will be won by the Flyers. That shot went just wide. That came from Keaton Adams, who's right now back on defense with Kate Edwards. As it's played up and out of the zone, caught by the glove of Edwards, flipped into the zone, back again. Dre Burt will pick it back up. And Burt now from behind his own net, off of a stick, bouncing puck, picked up by Adams, and a pass goes across for Edwards. Moves it up to the blue line. It's in off the stick of Dom Skolten. Back behind the net, Corbin Beestrom plays it up off the stick of Jaron Beck. Skolten trying to kick it along. Helping to support was Grease. Flipping it off of Grease was Beck. And it's played in the far side corner where Beck will try and flip it out. And it will come to the blue line. It's held in by the Flyers. There's a shot that goes off of a body from Skolten. And then now Jaron Beck will again try and fish it out of the zone. Cannot. That shot's blocked down. And it will finally be backhanded out of the zone. It will go down. And they will wave off icing. John Matheson took a bad route to get to it, so the referees waved it off. That one will be flipped up and off the glass, stays in play. Back to John Matheson, as Matheson will try and protect the puck. He tries to throw it to the net. Through the slot it goes, and it goes just wide. Valid, a pass goes back to the blue line, and that one-timer from Sievert from the blue line shot it high. Keenan Howard will settle the puck down. Over for Grease, and then out of the zone, out to the Flyers blue line. Picked off. This one by John Lyons, and Lyons carries in the offensive end. Back for Andre Carbonell as he gets inside the face-off circle. Pass goes across through the slot, misses. There's a chance. That one goes off the side of the net by Jaden Floor. Saw the net move, and there's a big hit from Carbonell as he knocks down Anthony Vallon, who was not ready for that hit. Push him in the boards. That one came off the boards very awkwardly. Picked up by McDonald as he is in. McDonald 14 goals in the season. McDonald tries to get to the forehand. He is flipped up and around as the net came off his moorings. That was very dangerous as well. He came right through into the blue paints. Duffy got his stick on him. Maybe a little bit of a push from the Capital player, and he went tumbling across, almost did a somersault as the net came off his moorings. We get a whistle with 13:26 to go here in the first period. And the faceoff will come to the right of Kieran Duffy. Perdames and Carbonell on the faceoff. It is won by the Flyers. Max Moore into the corner, back for Perdames. On the goal line, trying to flip it up, goes off the side of Duffy. He read that well. Off the glass, and it bounced back instead of bouncing forward. Weird angle again. These boards are lively, but also very odd here in Sioux Falls. And part of it is the glass as well. As it's into the zone, Nick Lohr will go back behind the net. Both Howard and Floor were there to sandwich him, but the pass goes back to the blue line. A shot is blocked down by Floor, and Floor will race it out of the zone. And here comes Jaden Floor. Past the blue line, he is hit hard. Referees keep their arms down, and it played all the way around back to Barrett Schweitzer. Schweitzer plays it forward. Off of the boards, missed everybody. Back to Perdames as things open up here a little bit. He'll dump it in, go off for a change on the fly. Ryan Wadena pass to the top of the zone. Picked up by Schweitzer. Schweitzer tries to go around of Tristan Schlechter. He gets around. Schweitzer still in. 2-on-1 with Hunsley. Schweitzer with a shot that goes high over the glove side. Still in play out to the blue line where Burt is momentarily holds it in. Comes out of the zone, is picked up by Schlechter. His pass is intercepted by Schweitzer in the neutral zone. And then it comes back for Schlechter again as he picks it off of Schweitzer. Schweitzer takes a hit from Dom Skolten and then dumped back in by Grayson Hunsley. And it's around for Cade Edwards. He pokes it along farther to the far side corner. Flipped out of the zone, and now a chance for a partial break and a 2-on-1, but Dre Burns able to get back, swats at it, and he'll flip it up from the corner, knocked down, and is still loose underneath. Then a bouncing puck, then Burt swats at it with a glove. There's a shot up, blocker save, made a rebound chance, and it will end up being covered up by Kieran Duffy. So no extra shots there. 11:37 to go here in the first period. And we get a whistle as the Caps right now being outshot 6-4. But we have a tie game And Kieran Duffy, I thought maybe they're still looking for the puck somewhere in his pads. But faceoff will come to the right of Duffy with 11:37 to go here in the first period. Ashton Grease trying to push the foot faceoff. There's a shot that's blocked down by Wadeen. And Ryan Wadeen gets hit into the boards here on the near side. Grease will pick it up, swing back behind the net, and flips it up to Sanderson, who is out 1-on-2. Sanderson is in. His shot goes off of a stick, goes high up into the netting, and out of play. We get a whistle with 11:19 to go here in the first period. No score between the Caps and the Flyers. Shots 6-4 in favor of the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. And again, these two teams, well, this team for the Capitals, first time they're traveling since the beginning of January, but also this will be the location of where the state tournament will be at. That one's high off the glass on the face-off win. Racing after it is Vallon. He gets free. Anthony Vallon is in, and a good back check by Sanderson as he's able to break up that opportunity. Didn't allow Vallon a chance to get a shot away. But the puck is still in front of the nets as that one's swung away by Duffy. William McDonald will pick it up. McDonald from the goal line, trying to toe drag move, but he is hit by Burt. And then the shot goes off the side of the net, comes back in front of the slot, and is picked up by Burt. He'll race off into the neutral zone. And Burt carries it in the offensive end. On his forehand, his shot goes high off the glass, stays in play. Grease pushed it into the near side corner, but picked up by the Flyers. Off the glass again, goes out of the zone and knocked down by the skate of Keenan Howard at his own blue line. Howard with a lot of space, so he'll start to pick up speed. Kicks it along and then dumps it on the back end. He'll race after it, but it's all the way around from White Hermson, and it comes out of the zone. Was not held in by John Lyons, but Floor plays it off the boards to himself twice. The carry on the offensive end. Floor still in. His shot save made, shrugged off by Flanagan. Then Floor gets thrown in the boards. A pass to the slot off the stick of Flanagan. Comes back out to the blue line where Dotson will look. His shot trying to get it all the way through. Knocked down by a couple of sticks. Didn't get all the way to the net. And it will come back out for now Keenan Howard to play over for Floor. And Floor's pass for Carbonneau into the zone. Kept into the zone by John Lyons. And now Carbonneau into the corner. Fans on a pass attempt. Picked up by the Flyers. And around it goes here to the near side blue line where it's held in by Howard another time. Back for Carbonneau. His shot is up and just over the top of the goalie's mask in Flanagan. And it goes off the glass. Still in play and is fished out of the zone. Picked up by Purdain for the Flyers. He will dump it in. But Devin Dotson on a good back check will pick it up here for the Capitals. Caps are back checking well so far. 9:28 to go here in the first period. Still no score between the Flyers and the Capitals. There's a shot in from Dotson. That was blocked up. Dotson will push his man into the boards, but then it was Eberspacher who actually passed it off the side of the net, nearly came out in front, and then Keenan Howard again at the blue line is able to hold it in, allowing the Caps to continue this offensive pressure right now. Sanderson, the Caps continue to make a change. It will eventually come out of the zone, but then is thrown back in by Howard when off of one of the Flyers players here trying to make a change, and it'll be played out of the zone. That was Mason Behrens who was trying to race after it, and then Keenan Howard now back from his own end, plays it around to the near side, and a good exit out of the zone by the Capitals. Grease picks it up at the blue line. He's into the offensive end, trying to leave it back for Beck. His shot goes wide off the side of the net, played back behind the net, and around the boards, and it comes out. Beestrom plays it over for Burt, missing him on the pass. Kieran Duffy will come out. He'll try and play it forward. Didn't get all of it. Pass goes across. There's a shot, and Duffy makes the right blocker save. Purdames keeps it in the zone. That's Anthony Vallon that keeps it in the zone. Now it's out for Sanderson, one-on-one. Sanderson on his forehand. Sanderson with a shot. It was off of a body, popped high up in the air. It dropped in the zone, and then we get a penalty coming up here. It looks like it's going to be on the Capitals. And Carter Sanderson is going to go to the penalty box, and we'll have our first penalty of the game. A trip is going to be called against Carter Sanderson. And with 8:05 to go here in the first period, the Caps are on the penalty kill. The Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. 2 minutes for a trip. And the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers offensive zone face-off to the right of Kieran Duffy with 8:05 to go in the first period. It is won by the Flyers, but knocked out of the zone by Schweitzer. Cade Edwards will pick it up as he's at the neutral zone, and from his own blue line, pass goes across from William McDonald, who's back on defense on the power play. Back to Edwards as he'll bring it around. Duffy tried to play it back behind the nets, missed it, but it's touched along by Beestrom, but not out of the zone, held in by McDonald. Pass goes all the way across the rink. Held in. Here's Cade Edwards. He'll walk the line, passes it back across the far side. Now here it comes for Moore. That shot save is made. The rebound is loose. And a man standing in front of the slot couldn't get away with the shot. Here's McDonald. Starts to walk it in. Back to Moore on the shot. And then a rebound chance. And it's put in by Nick Lohr. Duffy made a couple of saves. And then Nick Lohr on the doorstep gets the rebound. And we'll get the Flyers on the board with 7:25 to go on the power play. And the Caps will have to come from behind here tonight. Power play goal for Nick Lohr. That's his now 10th goal of the season. And what makes the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers dangerous is that it's now 3 different lines that have 10-plus goals on the season. McDonald and Moore get the assists. As we are 1-0 here for the Flyers with 7:18 to go in the first period. Jaden Floor around for Jaron Beck. Can't get it out of the zone as it's back for Beck again. And it will be knocked down, held in by Corey. Plays it across into open space and is picked up by the Capitals. Flipped over for Grease, and Grease was offside on the pass attempt with 7:02 left to go here in the first period. As it will be a face-off just outside the blue line. And it'll be, well, actually it's going to come back to the Capitals blue line on the far side of the ice. 7:02 left to go here in the first period. 11-6 in shots, a 1-0 lead. Nick Lohr gets the opening goal of the game. Pass from Jaden Floor. Goes to Keenan Howard, back to Floor. Now Sanderson in the zone. Picked up by Grease, over for Beck. His shot save is made. Rebound is pushed wide by Sanderson. They're able to shoot to the right pad of Flanagan, who left that rebound a juicy one for Sanderson, but the Flyers were back on defense. Goes out to the blue line where Howard will hold the zone. Pass goes across, and it's intercepted by the Flyers. As it's going to be John Matheson who plays it across in the neutral zone, and it will be iced, I believe, by the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. So 6:25 to go here in the opening period. A 1-0 lead for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers, who are looking for their 15th win of the season. They will play Aberdeen tomorrow at 4 o'clock to finish out the season. After tomorrow's games, we'll know where everybody will sit. Some spots will still be determined tomorrow. Most spots, or at least the top 3, are already determined going into this weekend. Ryan Wadeen here for the Capitals, up for John Lyons. It was tipped by Lyons, so there is no icing. Flanagan comes around to play it. That pass is off of a skate, and it's held in by Carbonell. Comes around for Dotson. And Dotson with one hand on his stick will turn to his forehand in the far side corner. First pass gets knocked off of a skate. Now it goes to John Lyons. Pass goes out to the slot for Carbonell, trying to turn to the forehand. Carbonell will get to the forehand, but we'll have to play it back around where Devin Dotson missed it. And it's played up the boards here on the near side, held in by Wadeen. His shot is redirected and scooped up by the glove of Flanagan. Carbonell redirected that shot right in on net, and Flanagan was he was in the right spot and was able to scoop it up. And there is no rebound. 5:43 to go here in the first period. Good hand-eye coordination by Andre Carbonell, and a really good save there by Flanagan. The 8th shot for the Capitals. Ryan Wadeen winds up with a shot, trying to tip it again was John Lyons. He ends up tipping it wide. On the near side of the corner, Nick Lohr tried to play it along, but is picked off by Dodson. Throws it across ice, where it's picked up by the Flyers and then turned over. John Lyons trying to get to the front of the net. Pass to Carbonell. He gets knocked away by Cade Edwards. Wadeen, his shot save is made. The rebound is loose, and then unable to get another chance was Carbonell. And now it's 2-on-1 going the other way for the Flyers. Max Moore is in. Over for Lohr. Back to Moore. One too many passes, and they couldn't get a shot away. But it's going to be still picked up by Perdames. Perdames for the goal line as he's played down in the corner. And it'll come all the way around out to the blue line. Flipped over to Edwards. His shot is blocked up by Burt. And now it will come to center ice, and Burt trying to race after it. Edwards trying to stay in front of Burt. Burt was able to kick it forward, and it just went wide of Flanagan. Sanderson able to hold the zone. Goes out to Flanagan, and we get a whistle with 4:45 left here in the first period. And the Capitals offensively have looked good. 11-11 in shots, and right now the difference is a power play. A power play goal for Nick Lohr. And that is the difference in this game. 1-0 our score. 4:45 left to go here in the first period. Ashton Grease is kicked out of the faceoff dot. So Jaron Beck now will come in to take it against William McDonald. And McDonald will win that faceoff over Beck. And behind the nets, Jack Sievert plays it up. Back to McDonald. Nearly lost it off of his stick, but picked up now by Vallon. Played over. Grease got a piece of it to the Flyers blue line. And now John Matheson. It's up in the offensive end for the Flyers, where Howard now will pick it up for the Capitals. And Howard trying to pick up speed. He tried to avoid Beck, but it went off of his skates. And then it comes in and out of offside, so we get a whistle with 4:15 left to go here in the first period. Still 1-0. 11-11 in shots. Been a good hockey game. Good flow to this first period of this hockey game. 4:15 left to play in the first. One by the faceoff, one by the Capitals on the faceoff. Back to Kieran Duffy. He'll come out to play it, but it's turned over. The Flyers a pass that's broken up. Goes right back though to Perdames, or to Valent. Sanderson intercepts another pass attempt. Up ahead for Grease. Shrugs off of a hit. And now to the far side off the boards. Howard. Sanderson runs into to William McDonald. He is slow to get moving and back to the bench. Keenan Howard. He will play it around. And out of the zone, Devin Dodson, one of the Flyers players. Wyatt Hermson's trying to regain his balance as now John Lyons will carry it in. Drops it off for Grease. Grease trying to turn with it. Trying to kick it along, but he can't find the puck off of his stick or his skates, and now 4-on-2 the other way. Pass misses, though, everybody, and now Jaden Floor. He will pick it up on his forehand, up and out of the zone, not out of the zone. Held in, though, by the Flyers. That was held in by Schlechter. 3:10 left to go in the first period. Pass trying to come in front. That was high up in the air. Knocked straight down, lands right down and laid flat on the ice. But the Flyers couldn't do anything with it. That pass intercepted. It's held in. There's a shot and a save made by Duffy. That was Mason Behrens who had that opportunity. He's got to looking for his first goal of the season. Behrens behind the net. Pass trying to come out in front. It's knocked down in front of the slot. And the mass of humanity and everybody's falling down the slot. And coming away with it is Devin Dodson, 1-on-2 into the zone. Dodson will throw it to the net. Easy stick save made by Flanagan. He'll play it back behind the cage. And then from the near side is played over to Nick Lohr. And Lohr coming out of the zone and into the offensive end. Max Moore with a shot. He shot that one high off the glass and knocked out of the zone by Barrett Schweitzer. Edwards back to his blue line. Knocked off the stick of Schweitzer. Lifted his stick to Edwards. Then he's able to try and dump it in, but he ends up throwing it out of play. And we get a whistle with 2:15 left to go here in the first period. 12-12 in shots. 1-0 is their score between the Flyers and the Capitals. Barrett Schweitzer will take the face-off against Corey Perdames. It is won by the Capitals as it comes into their own end. Out of the zone by Grayson Hunsley. Barrett Schweitzer along with Carter Gordon. Schweitzer with a shot and a save is made by Flanagan. No rebound. 2:02 left to go here in the first period. You don't get too many rebounds away from Ryan Flanagan. Every once in a while he'll give one up. He gave one up earlier, but it was a hard one with the defense around him. It was hard to try and stuff that one in or put the rebound back in. Very good at puck control is Ryan Flanagan. Up off the glass, out of the zone, picked up by Corbin Beestrom. Beestrom will throw it, trying to cross corner dump it in, but it's caught by the glove of Edwards, and then out to Max Moore. Moore is in. He will try and get to the face-off dot. His shot save is made by Duffy, and he will cover for no rebound and a whistle with 1:43 to go here in the first period. Duffy has looked good so far here in the first period, making 12 saves on 13 chances. 1:43 left to go here in the first period. Barrett Schweitzer will take the face-off against Corey Perdames. Schweitzer will win it. And Schweitzer out of the zone. Off of a stick by Lohr. Picked up by Burt. His pass goes up for Schweitzer. Trying to kick it along. And it will be played over Tristan Schlechter. And out of the zone for Corey Perdames. 2-on-2. Make it 3-on-2 for the Flyers. Perdames shot that one well wide. Missed by a couple of feet with 1:15 left to go now here in the first period. Here's Barrett Schweitzer again, along with Gordon 2-on-2 in the zone. But had his pocket picked as Nick Lohr will try and go the other way. He will flip it into the zone. And Corbin Beestrom now will turn around. And Beestrom will flip it out. It misses everybody. It's going to go off of Sanderson. There is no icing as it's played here. Beck with a shot up high, save made by Flanagan. It's still loose in the slot. Back to Sanderson. Pass over for Beck. He tried to kick it along. It's still loose in the slot and right in the blue paint, and somehow it was knocked away by the Flyers. Grease was standing in front, but he couldn't tap it in. Flanagan had to just flat out missed it of a puck that probably should have been played by Flanagan. You don't say that very often. Here is Dre Burtz. He will carry to the offensive end. Burtz, chance hits through his shot and a save made, looking for a rebound off the right pad of Flanagan. And now McDonald with 20 seconds to go. Over, pass, comes to the slot. It's picked up by Grease, and now Burt, 3-on-2 with 15 seconds to go in the period. Burt on his backhand, turns to the forehand, pass for Grease, over for Sanderson. Shot save is made by Flanagan, and we get a whistle with 8 seconds left to go here in the first period. Sanderson, a good pass from Burt over to Grease, and then to Sanderson. And Sanderson tried to pull it over closer to the body, and he just couldn't get the shot away in time. Here's a chance back for Sanderson. Down the last 5 seconds. Save is made. Rebound with 2 seconds to go. Trying to come back in front, and it will be eventually knocked down, and the period will come to an end. And the Capitals were that close to getting a 1-0 lead. They outshoot the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers 17-13 in the first period, but they will go to the locker room down 1-0 at the end of one. Because of where Coach Steele and the rest of the coaching staff are as far away from us as possible here at the Iceplex, we will not be able to talk with him until after the game is over. But a good first period for the Capitals. The Capitals fans are letting their team know that they were appreciative of that first period, as it is a 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls 1 at the end of the first period. Back with our first intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here, and we into our first intermission report, the Hawaii Capitals, they are down 1-0 at the end of one, as it is a goal for Nick Lohr on the power play. He was able to stuff in a rebound, a chance from William McDonald. Max Moore gets the assist, and that is the only goal so far of the hockey game. Came on the power play. Carter Sanderson, the only penalty of the game so far. That was a 2-minute trip, and it didn't take long. It took about 35 seconds for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers to pick up the goal and take the lead here 1-0 going into the first intermission. As we will look across the state here and get you some scores for today. Rushmore Thunder leading Sioux Center 9-1. As that is the only game that's going on right now. Rushmore, as long as they win here today, that means the Capitals cannot fall below the Sioux Center Storm, which means that the Caps will be the 4-5 seed no matter what happens, and they're in that game if Rushmore picks up a win over the Sioux Center Storm, and that game actually should be getting close to being done with. Well, they should be in the third period, and it is run time, and also being at 9-1. The Rushmore Thunder have that well in hand, and the Caps will be the 5 seed, 4-5 matchup in that first round of the state tournament. The other games that will take place here later on this evening, I made a mistake earlier. I said Aberdeen was playing Huron. They're playing Mitchell, and Mitchell would be eliminated if they don't pick up a win here tonight. They have to win tonight to try and stay alive in the race for the 8th spot in the standings. The Sioux Falls 2 Flyers will take on the Brookings Rangers at 8 o'clock tonight. The Huron All-Stars are actually in Watertown, and if Watertown is able to get a win, they will clinch a spot. They will clinch the number 8 seed, and that will be. We saw Rushmore at probably their lowest this season, an undefeated team. At the lowest, they nearly lost to Watertown. That was the closest they've been to a loss, was to Watertown, and that's who they would face in the first round of the state tournament. So while the 1-8 matchup sometimes could not be much fun or isn't as close, that could be a pretty exciting first round, because you never know what Owen McBride could do for the Watertown Lakers against the Rushmore Thunder, who they almost beat earlier this season. Maybe. You never say never. The Rushmore Thunder and Sioux Center Storm will play tomorrow. Sioux Falls 2 Flyers taking on the Mitchell Marlins, and then Sioux Falls 1 will take on Aberdeen tomorrow as well. So right now, the way it looks, the Capitals are just moments away from being that 4 or 5 seed for sure, with the Rushmore Thunder winning 9-1 over the Sioux Center Storm, and will clinch the number 1 seed. The Sioux Center Storm, they can still jump up to 5, but it's more unlikely that they jump up to 5, and Aberdeen will end up being at that 5 spot. But the Capitals cannot go below 5 after today. We'll have more. We'll talk about the state tournament for the girls coming up here in just a little bit. We'll also give you an update on the rest of the Oahe Capitals, who are playing the Bantam A and Bantam B teams playing in the state tournament here this weekend. We'll give you an update on that here as our first intermission report continues. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Xander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here and as we continue our first intermission report, we look at across the states. Actually, we'll look at the girls varsity state tournament coming up next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All 11 games will be on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Hawaii Capitals will get the first game as the 6 seed taking on the 3 seed, the Aberdeen Cougars. That will be at 10 o'clock. We'll be on the air for that game. Sioux Center and Mitchell in the 2-7 matchup will be at 12:30 on a Friday. And then at 3 o'clock, Brookings and Watertown, the 4-5 matchup. And the top seed, Sioux Falls, will take on Rushmore at 5:30. We'll have all 11 games for you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Bantam A and Bantam B team will be they are playing right now. Their state tournaments are going on this weekend. The Bantam A's will play tomorrow morning in the Constellation Championship after they picked up a win over the Mitchell Marlins 6-3. They will be 10:30 start time for the Hawaii Capitals and the Huron All-Stars at Brookings. Bantam B, where the Capitals are hosting right now. The Caps end up going 0-2 in the tournament. They lost to Rushmore 4-0 last night, then came back this afternoon and ended up losing 3-2 to the Watertown Lakers as their season comes to an end as they were eliminated going 0-2. So there's a look around the state for the girls varsity, but also look at the Hawaii Capitals who are playing again then tomorrow. The Bantam A will play tomorrow. And our next hockey broadcast will be next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then the following Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as the Capitals will be playing in the state tournament, but again, all 22 games on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. All 22 games will be on our airwaves and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. I appreciate all those that are sponsoring us here again for another go at it for all 22 games. Of course, Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd will join me on the call for those state tournament games in Aberdeen next weekend, and then here in Sioux Falls the following weekend, as we'll have it all for you on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We'll take one more break here, the first intermission. We will return and have the second period for you next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Xander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Xander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here and into the second period as the Hawaii Capitals, they are down 1-0 to the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. Nick Lohr gets the only goal so far of the game Caps out shooting the Flyers 17-13 in that first period, but Nick Lord got the goal from William McDonald and Max Moore on the power play, as it's a 1-0 lead for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers over the Hawaii Capitals, as both teams should be on their way out here in just a moment. So the referee's still going to come out here and get the second period underway before we get things going. Again, coming up this weekend, next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll have the girls varsity state tournaments as all 11 games on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. And then the following weekend, all 11 games again on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We'll be right here. You're going to get used to seeing that center ice right there, because all those 11 games we'll have it for you right here at the Shields Iceplex on at Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. Referees are making their way out. Both teams will be on their way out here in just a moment, and we are going to be underway here in the second period. The Capitals, again, they are going to be the 4-5 matchup. Rushmore, if they have not won quite yet, they will have won, up 9-1 over Sioux Center. So it'll be the 4-5 game for the Hawaii Capitals. Whether they're the 5 seed, whether they're the 4 seed, doesn't matter per se. They will be in that game and be looking for a first-round tournament win against either Aberdeen or Sioux Center. Aberdeen's now got the fast track because of if they beat Mitchell, they'll have the fast track, and they'll be 2 points ahead of the Sioux Center Storm going into the final game of the regular season. But Rushmore is number 1, Brookings is number 2, and then Sioux Falls 1 is at number 3. The Caps and Aberdeen Cougars right now will be 4 and 5. Sioux Center will be 6. And then the 8 seed Watertown Lakers, they will end up being that 8 seed. Sioux Falls 2 will be the 7 seed. So we nearly got Sioux Falls 1 and Sioux Falls 2 for like a third straight year. I don't know how that's possible to continue to see those things kind of happen, but that's going to be really what it is. Sioux Falls 1 and Sioux Falls 2 nearly are playing each other again, but it will be Sioux Falls 2 that will take on Brookings. And then whoever the 6th seed will be, we'll have Sioux Falls 1 in the first round. That'll be the very first game of the tournament. Sioux Falls 1 and Sioux Falls 2 will have to play the very first 2 games of the state tournament. We're ready to go, second period. Caps are going to go from left to right, period the long change. As the Caps go from left to right, the Flyers go from right to left. McDonald and Grease on the face-off again. And we are ready to go. Second period underway as the Caps win the face-off. It'll go all the way back into their zone, and Jaden Floor will pick it up. Floor, pass goes up for Beck. Up ahead for Grease. And now Grease on his back to Beck, and over for Sanderson. Sanderson carries in the offensive end. Kicks it along, played back behind the net. Sanderson still with it, into the corner he goes. Lost the puck, and it'll be played back, though, by Grease in the corner. Pass for Sanderson. His shot. He scores! 25 seconds in, a water bottle knocker from Carter Sanderson. And we are tied 1-1 on the first shot of the period for the Hawaii Capitals. And Sanderson, he's got 25 goals on the season now. A good pass from Grease to Sanderson. Make that assist number 29 on the season for Ashton Grease. And he's got an opportunity with still 16:35 left to go in the second and all of the third period to pick up 30 assists on the year. Sanderson picks up goal number 25, and we are tied 1-1. The Caps have finally beat Flanagan. Grease gets the lone assist. Played up and out of the zone again, as it's played here by Caden Adams. Played all the way back into the zone. Duffy will touch it along. Howard a pass that's knocked off the stick of Beck, and then Max Moore will pick it up. He's inside the faceoff down the near side, but taken away by Floor. And played out to the blue line, picked up by Beck. His pass is broken up by a stick, but is knocked back down, and Beck comes in. Beck lost the puck. Pass goes across the crease and off of the right blocker of Flanagan. And somehow he is able to push it to the side of the net. Out to the blue line. Howard tried to hold the zone. Feigned on an opportunity to keep it in. And it's out of the zone, and Max Moore will backhand dump it in. Duffy will get a piece of it. Howard plays it up off the glass, and it takes a weird carom off the glass where it stays in play. Bolted right out to the middle of the ice. Now Howard will turn it back around, keeps it on the boards, but not out of the zone as Eberspacher. Well, he couldn't keep it in. He was canceled away by Grease. Off the glass by the Flyers and out of the zone into the neutral end. Here is going to be picked up after a bouncing puck by Corey Perdames. Dames with a shot. Easy stick save by Duffy. As it's played around, Eberspacher holds the zone. And it's out for Moore. Max Moore waits. His shot was redirected and a save by Duffy. He was able to close the wickets up. And now a pass from Skolden off the skate of Duffy. There's a shot from the blue line as they're walking in from the blue line. That one was broken up. Wyatt Herbson had that opportunity. Pass to the high slot. Skolden a shot. A hard shot that goes wide of the glove side. Passes out and now for Jaden Floor, who has a lot of space. Hard pass to Grease. Missing his stick, and we get a whistle with an icing. Whether it was missing Dodson. Whether he touched it or not, he was on the wrong side of the red line. And we get a whistle with 14:47 to go. Here in the second period, 1-1 our score. Sanderson's 25th of the season. Grease's 29th assist of the year. And we are tied at 1 with 14:47 to go here in the second period. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Here's Grayson Hunsley out into the neutral zone. Knocked down, over for Schweitzer. Throws it to the net, and he shot it just wide through the blue paint. Flanagan was kind of in position, but he looked down like he wasn't in position. Here is Aiden Anderson with a shot and a left pad save by Flanagan. Knocked along by the glove of Schweitzer. Played into the corner. Valen up and out of the zone as now will be up ahead for McDonald. McDonald is in onside. McDonald is back in. His pass through the slot misses everybody. Play to the far side boards. Held in by the Flyers. Pass comes across, a little give and go. And it'll be saved by Duffy as Nick Lohr came in. As it'll be out of the zone. And all the way down to the Flyer end. Where it's picked up by Jack Sievert. Again, a give and go. Jorgen Corey, as he was able to play it along to John Matheson. And then Matheson's pass miss. A high flipper to center ice. Barrett Schweitzer takes it. Had it sticked away. And now Max Moore. I feel like Max Moore has been on the ice for 4 minutes. Or 3.5 minutes. Here is Corey Dames. Pass misses Moore. And will be an icing with 13:29 to go. And Max Moore is going to stay on the ice. I really, unless I misread a number, maybe it was Tristan Schlechter that was on the ice as well, but I think I've seen 54 on the ice for the last 3 minutes and 31 seconds, which is the entire second period right now. Caps are tied 1-1. Face-off win by Grease over the stick of Beck. Trying to swipe at it, and now to be played ahead, and 2-on-2 into the zone. Dames a backhander. Save is made by Duffy. He will cover for a whistle. And Duffy was able to close that side of the net, keep his body close to the right post, and we get a whistle with 13:38 to go here in the second period. Again, 1-1 our score. Caps are out shooting the Flyers 19-16. But right now in the second period, the Flyers are out shooting the Capitals 3-2. As a face-off was won by Grease to the right of Duffy. Behind the cage, picked up by Floor. His pass off of a stick, but it comes out to center ice for Jaron Beck. Up ahead for Grease. Grease is in, backhand pass for Sanderson. A shot off of the blocker of Flanagan. The puck is loose to the side of the net, and then Sanderson will play it back around here to the near side into the corner. Beck gets to it first, plays it back over for Grease. He's able to kick it and keep it along. Beck's shot goes off maybe the left pad, maybe just wide of Flanagan. It was going wide. And then a hard pass up off the stick of Max Moore, who's still on the ice. And now Howard, who will turn and will pick up speed in the offensive end. Howard, his shot off the toe drag is missed, and he roofs it. It scores off of the corner. It comes back to Howard, and he's able to roof it over the top of Flanagan. The Capitals lead it 2-1 with 12:30 to go here in the second period. You can't ask for a better redirect than that. Right back to Howard. And he's got his now 13th of the season. This means make it 14th of the season, and the Capitals lead it 2-1. An unassisted goal for Keenan Howard, and the Capitals lead it 2-1. That was unbelievable. Off of a skate, off the corner and back, right to Howard, who put it top shelf under the bar and in, right underneath the netting, right under the bar at the top of the netting and in. And the Caps lead it 2-1. Here's Eberspacher. He missed the pass, and it comes out of the zone. Well, that's going to get the Capitals on the bench a little bit fired up. One, they got the lead, but two, just how crazy of a goal that was. There's a shot and an easy save by Duffy. He's able to stick it in the corner for no rebound. It comes out for Andre Carbonell. 3-on-2 come the Capitals the other way. Burt steps up into the action. Burt's shot is blocked by a stick and is played now going back the other way for the Flyers. 2-on-2. Tristan Schlechter, he's kind of canceled by Carbonell. Still got a chance with it. And then a backhander to the net by Skolten goes wide. And another chance goes off of a body and wide. Eberspacher picks it up. Pass goes back. A shot from Behrens. And now we get a whistle. And a penalty, a hook is called. And it looks like it's going to be on the Capitals. They have the door open for the Hawaii Capitals, and who is it going to be that goes? They're talking to Carbonell right now. They're also talking to Lions, and Andre Carbonell is going to go for the penalty. So it is a hook called against Carbonell with 11:35 to go here in the second period. And with that to 11 and a half minutes, the second power play for the Flyers. And here is Dre Burtz. He's going to carry it in 2-on-1. Burt is in. He waits. His shot. He scores! Short-handed goal for Dre Burtz. And a 3-1 lead for the Capitals. 3 straight goals here in the second period. And we haven't hit the 6-minute mark of the period. Burt gets the short-handed goal. That's his 8th of the season. And off of the face-off win, Burt takes it the distance and scores with 11:26 to go here in the second period. Looks like an unassisted goal, though, for Dre Burt. Here's Barrett Schweitzer back in off the face-off win, off the glove of Flanagan, as it comes here to the near side. So the Capitals have got a 2-goal lead now on the Flyers. They want to try and keep adding on. William McDonald, he moves into the power play. He will circle around. Pass goes across ice for Cade Edwards. To the near side it comes on the boards. It's picked up by Perdames. He will turn to the face-off dot, try to go give and go to the slot. The pass missed on a one-timer. And it'll come back out of the zone where McDonald will pick it up. Flips it over and into the zone, Max Moore. Moore will try and circle around behind the nets. Moore still with it, circle the wagons. Pass goes back out to Edwards. He'll walk the blue line. Pass here to the near side for Perdames. He feeds it along, back to Perdames, and now back out to the blue line for Edwards. Edwards again walking the line. Rink wide pass to Perdames. Across again. A save by Duffy. I think he got a piece of it with the glove, and it was off of Duffy, so what a diving play. A save by Duffy, who went cross-ice passing by the Sioux Falls Flyers, and Duffy was able to dive across and get a piece of it and make a huge save with 10:27 to go here in the second period. I think Duffy's trying to make a case that he didn't actually touch it, so the puck goes out of the zone. But I think Kieran Duffy made that save, and the faceoff will stay to the left of him. What a save by Kieran Duffy. Faceoff is won by the Capitals and pushed out. Sanderson and Grease now on the penalty kill. 45 seconds left to go on the power play. I think the Capitals might smell a little blood in the water right now. If they got Sanderson out on the penalty kill, Ashton Grease their best face-off guy, but you put your 2 best offensive guys out there on the penalty kill. And Sanderson will backhand it, flip all the way down. And also the last game of the season, things can't change in the standings, so maybe you say we're going to give a couple more guys opportunities to be on that penalty kill a little bit more often. Vallon, he is in. He thought maybe he was offside, but they say it's good. As Matheson, his walking in, his shot is blocked up, and the Capitals can go the distance, but Flanagan will make the catch on the Sanderson shot all the way down the ice. So it was going just wide. Now Grease will pick it back up in the neutral zone. Grease is in. His shot off the right blocker of Flanagan, and that will do it for the penalty as Andre Carbonell will come out. Beck will step on the ice, and the Capitals will pick off another pass. Grease will play it into the corner, and around it goes. Beck trying to backhand flip it in front. Back, and now it comes in front for Grease. A right pad save by Flanagan. Able to get the flipper out to make the save. Jaden Floor plays it off the blue line. Off the boards at the blue line. Out to the line and in the neutral zone. Nick Lohr goes diving into the boards. Corey Perdames has it in the offensive end for the Flyers as he'll play it into the corner, and around it goes with 9 minutes to play here in the second period. Floor's pass all the way up. Sanderson taps it along. Doesn't tap it deep, but he'll go off for a change. He and Grease will go off for the change. Beck stays out on the ice right now for the Capitals. As that pass, a bouncing puck off the stick of Lohr, and he'll go off for a change. 8:45 to go in the second period. Howard plays it up and out of the zone. Picked up by Devin Dotson. He gets Carbonneau trying to come in. Shot save made by Flanagan. A rebound swatting at it, trying to knock it out of midair was Carbonneau as he missed. And Anthony Vallon back the other way. And Vallon around the net, circles the wagons. And it will come out and knocked down by Devin Dotson and back to neutral ice. Here is now Sieverts. He plays it up off the skates of McDonald. Cleared away by the Capitals. Off the stick and all the way down from White Hermson. And now Flanagan. He'll wait, and he's able to flip it up to McDonald. Now it'll be Corey. His pass, that one is knocked down, but his left. Corey with a shot, and he shot it wide to the blocker side of Duffy. 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Another turnover by the Capitals. Skolten with a shot. That one goes by the glove side. McDonald, he'll pick it up on the far side boards. Pass goes across. Good pass. One time, or a slap shot chance. It's broken up by the stick of Carbonneau. Off to the races as Dodson trying to race to it, but Flanagan will play it back behind the net, where it's picked up by Dodson. He'll turn. His shot goes off the goalpost. A rebound chance, and it goes just wide. Dodson still with it here for the Capitals. Pass goes across for Burnt. He's looking for a second one. That one's knocked down by the Flyers. Willie McDonald had his stick lifted. Then he goes hard into the boards. And it'll be played all the way around and out of the zone as it's now Dom Skolten. He gets canceled out by Burnt. And now Burnt, he gets run into by Skolten, who dropped his stick and is loose in front right now. Right in front of Duffy. He's going to pick that stick up, and he's going to put it right in front. Actually, he's going to pick it up and put it on top of the goal. So that way it stays all the way out of the way. 7 minutes to go here in the second period. Tuck that thing right up on top of the netting right now. Here is Dre Burnt as he flips it into the end. 6:50 left to go here in the second period. The Caps lead at 3-1. Ashton Grease. It'll be played by the Flyers out of the zone and around. Ryan Wadine's going to race after him, but Nick Lohr's going to win the race to it. Shot save made, rebound chance. Another save by Duffy. And then it will come out to the slot where it's picked up by Burnt. And now back in. Burnt with a shot goes just wide. Rebound chance for Sanderson. Wide again. And now come all the way out, and Max Moore's got a chance on a breakaway against Duffy. He is in. He tried to go to his forehand, and a save by Duffy, and it goes in the nets. And Max Moore makes it 3-2. Duffy nearly made that save, but it will find its way just past the red line and in. And it's now 3-2 as Max Moore will get his first of the game, Max Moore's 18th of the season. And it'll be an unassisted goal for Max Moore, and it's now 3-2. And Sioux Falls has cut the lead to 1. 6:15 to go here in the second period. So that is our third straight unassisted goal between the two teams. Howard, Burnt, and Moore have all scored. Sanderson's got the other goal here in this second period. The Caps lead at 3-2. This one will be flipped out of the zone. Now a race after it. Dodson's going to win the race to it. He's got Carbonneau with him. Shot wide by Dodson. And it'll come right back out of the zone. 2-on-2 for the Flyers back in. A lot of offense in this game. Corey Perdames, he will wait. He's in the corner. He lost the puck. Howard will pick it up. And he will flip it out to center ice, where it's then grabbed by the Flyers, thrown in by Moore. And that one goes off the pads and the stick of Duffy and into the corner. Played out to the blue line, held in that time by Caden Adams. And it's out for Andre Carbonneau. 2-on-2. Carbonneau leaves it for Dodson. Dodson with one hand on his stick. He is taken down. A penalty's coming up. And the Flyers will get a penalty for a trip with 5:19 to go. And Devin Dodson was able to draw the penalty. So the Flyers will go the box. That is going to be Vallon that will go with 5:19 left here in the second period. And the first Capitals power play of the game. Ashton Grease, Jaron Beck, and Carter Sanderson, along with Dre Burnt and Keenan Howard. Face-off is won by Grease. Burnt walks the line. Pass goes across for Howard. Plays it down for Beck. Back to Howard at the blue line. Starts to walk it in. His shot goes off the glass. It didn't take a good hop, but it's still played by Sanderson, who shot it just high over the head of Flanagan, and it will come out to the neutral zone. Howard will pick it back up at his own blue line. And here comes Keenan Howard. He gains the zone. His shot goes high over the glove of Flanagan. Played to the near side where Beck will pick it up. And Beck will turn from the top of the face-off circle. Beck will continue to look. His pass goes out for Burnt. Played it back down to Beck off of his skates. And then clearing attempt is blocked down by Burt. Throws it all the way to the net, a bouncing puck after it was played by Grease. And then it's played back out for Burt as he starts to walk it in. His shot and a save made by Flanagan. And we get a whistle with 4:30 left to go here in the second period. 1:12 left on the power play for the Capitals. It was redirected by Grease in front. That bounced just wide of the net. 3-2 our score. 4:30 left to go here in the second period. Face-off is controlled by the Capitals. Pass goes across for Floor, who's on the ice now. He goes rink wide for Sanderson off of his stick into the corner. Played back by Sanderson as it's around back to the corner and behind the net for Beck. And Beck to the far side corner. He'll try and stop and start the other way. Grease's pass off the skate of Edwards. Played up but held in by Burt. And Burt will play it around here for Sanderson. And Sanderson now for Grease. He'll wait. Pass in front for Beck. And a one-timer that didn't get to all of it, but a save by Flanagan. Now Beck back behind the net again. Trying to play it off the bottom of the net to keep it along. Grease with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Out to the blue line for Burt. He walks in. Shot save made. Rebound off of Flanagan. Sanderson couldn't get a shot away. Back to Beck from the goal line. It comes off of the Sioux Falls player, and it's stuffed in by Beck. The puck was not covered up, and Beck found it, stuffs it in, and it's a 4-2 lead. Jaron Beck gets the goal, his seventh now of the season, and the Capitals now lead at 4-2, back up by 2 goals. And the Caps are 1 for 1 on the power play. 3:35 to go in the second period. That puck was just sitting there loose. The Flyers thought they had it covered up, but it ended up being stuffed in by Beck to make it a 4-2 game with 3:35 left to go here in the second period. Face-off at center ice. The referee still discussing on the call of the power play goal. Beck gets the goal. Grease gets the assist. He's got 30 now this season. A strong season for Ashton Grease. There's a shot, got all the way through. The rebound is pushed just wide for McDonald. Duffy lost his goal stick. That goes off the side of the net. Then Duffy is knocked down. Play is going to continue, and they finally will blow it dead. Duffy got hit up high, and we get a whistle and a opportunity for Duffy to regain his surroundings here. 3:13 left to go here in the second period. And Duffy seems to be okay, but he got hit up high. Take the mask off and talk to the referee about what just happened. It was a pretty late whistle after Duffy went down. And usually when it's contact like that, if it's a shot, it's maybe a little bit differently, but with contact of any kind, as long as it didn't really come from their own team, and it didn't, usually that whistle gets blown pretty quickly. But Duffy is going to get himself ready to go again. He's good to go. 3:13 left to go here in the second period. The faceoff is won by the Flyers. They got a shot attempt, but it was blocked up, didn't get all the way to the net, and it'll come out into the neutral zone. Here's Dre Burns, a bouncing puck that was picked up by Corey, but then knocked away by Carbonneau and out to the Flyers blue line. There's another pass attempt that was knocked away by Burt, who lost his stick. He's going to get a new one from Jaden Floor. And now Dotson in the near side corner. He'll wait, back out for Burt. Pass goes over. Carbonneau is starting to cut to the net, but it's still played back behind the net to try to come out in front. But Nick Lohr will play it away for the Flyers, out for Jorgen Corey. 2:30 left to go in the second period. To the near side, McDonald trying to go high over the blocker of Duffy. And it'll come all the way out to the blue line. Held in. That one by Sievert. And on the far side boards, Burt gets thrown to the ice. McDonald standing over the top of Burt. And now Herbson, his shot goes off of the crossbar and is played around to Sievert at the blue line. He's barely able to hold it in, but it will come out by Devin Dodson. Herbson plays it around as the Capitals are trying to make a change. It's back in by the Flyers. 2-on-1 in. Perdames waits. A shot and a glove saved by Duffy as he flashes the leather. 1:55 to go in the second period. Good save there by Kieran Duffy. 1:55 left to go in the second period. The Capitals lead at 4-2, 34 shots to 24 in favor of the Hawaii Capitals right now, as they are again out shooting the Flyers in the second period. This will be picked up by Carter Gordon. As Gordon started to carry into the offensive end, lost the puck, and it will come out to the neutral zone. Now Gordon will pick it back up. To the near side it comes for Hunsley, but a bouncing puck goes over a stick twice. And back to Max Moore for the Flyers. Moore goes across, and then a diving play by Keenan Howard to block his shot. And now Schweitzer on a backhand, trying to scoop it over to Hunsley. Hunsley was trying to able to pick the pocket of Sievert. And now it's John Matheson for the Flyers. Up ahead, Keenan Howard back behind his own net from the goal line. A pass goes over, misses Hunsley, but played back by the Flyers at their own blue line. It comes all the way down. They're going to wave off icing, saying it touched the stick of Jaden Floor. So Howard plays it off the glass. That goes out, and now they're going to wave off icing again. Flanagan comes out to play it. He'll play it back off the side of the net. Flanagan is, after giving up a couple of goals, hasn't looked himself. Last 50 seconds now of the second period. 4-2 lead for the Capitals. Jaden Floor from his own blue line. He waits, trying to play it off the boards of the glass. And then Tristan Schlechter came in to hit Floor. Barrett Schweitzer, his pass goes across the slot, and it's broken up. Sanderson was right there trying to find a way for a one-timer. Howard will pick it up, and Howard's pass, that will go all the way down, knocked off by the Flyers, and then it's at the neutral zone, a bouncing puck picked up by Grease. And Ashton Grease carries it in. Man fell down. Grease with a shot and a save by Flanagan. He's able to close the wickets up and make the save with 17.1 to go and get a whistle. And the Capitals leading 4-2. Out shooting the Flyers by 11, 35-24. 2-2 our score, or 4-2 our score in period two. Ashton Grease to the left of Flanagan trying to win the faceoff, but it'll be taken by the Flyers out of the zone. Bouncing puck. Floor will pick it up, scoop it out of the way, and back into the neutral zone with 7 seconds to go in the period. And now Jaden Floor back again with 3 seconds left. He'll try and flip it out. Corey with 1 second to go, can't get a shot away, and that will end the second period. The Capitals outshoot and outscore the Flyers. They outscore them 3-1 in the second period, as it's a 4-2 lead for the Capitals after 2 periods. 35-24. Caps leading in shots over the Flyers after 2 periods. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have our second intermission report and talk about what's to come here next weekend on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. A 4-2 lead for the Capitals at the end of 2. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here and into our second intermission report, the Hawaii Capitals, they lead at 4-2 over the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. John Wickler here on this Saturday evening. 4 second-period goals for the Hawaii Capitals by 4 different goal scorers. Carter Sanderson got it started 25 seconds in as he made it 1-1. That was his 25th goal of the season. And then it was Keenan Howard who got a crazy bounce off of a skate off the sideboards, off the corner boards, came back to him right in front of Flanagan, and he roofed it to make it a 2-1 lead for the Capitals. That came at 12:30 to go in the period. Then it was Dre Burns. That was a shorthanded goal, 11:26 to go. That made it a 3-1 score. That also came unassisted. Those 3 goals, there's going to be 2 goals scored were unassisted. Sanderson got his goal scored by Grease, came to the assist by Grease. And then it was Max Moore who ended up finding a way to have the puck come right out to him in the neutral zone. He had a breakaway, and he was able to beat Kieran Duffy to make it 3-2. But then Jaron Beck on the power play with 3:35 to play in the second period. Beck got the goal. Grease got the assist. The puck was loose in front. Nobody really knew where it was except for Jaron Beck, who was able to turn around the net and stuff it in and pick up the goal to make it a 4-2 lead for the Capitals at the end of 2 periods. The Caps out shooting the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers 35-24 at the end of 2 periods. A strong period for the Hawaii Capitals. Really, really strong period. 18-11 in shots in favor of the Capitals in that second period. They've outshot the Flyers in both the first and second period to lead a 4-2 game for the Hawaii Capitals here over the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers as we are in the second intermission. So one more regulation period of the regular season, and then the Capitals 2 weeks from yesterday will be here back again to play their first round game as the 4-5 matchup. They will be the 4-5 matchup whether they win or lose this game. Rushmore beats Sioux Center, which means that the Rushmore Thunder, they're the 1 seed, but also Sioux Center cannot pass the Capitals, so the Caps could not drop to the 6 seed. They still could drop to the 5 seed if they don't win this game, and Aberdeen goes 2-0, but they're in that 4-5 matchup next 2 weeks from yesterday on that Friday, that second Friday in March, because next week, that first weekend in March, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Hawaii Capitals, the girls varsity team, will be out in Aberdeen, and we'll have all 11 games of the girls varsity tournament, starting with the first game at 10 o'clock, and it is the Hawaii Capitals that will play at 10 o'clock against the Aberdeen Cougars, the host team in the 3-6 matchup, that first round between the Hawaii Capitals and the Aberdeen Cougars. So that will be a 10 o'clock start. And, of course, all 11 games will be on Capital City Rock and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We will step aside, come back, and we'll recap what's going around across the state. A couple more games are starting to get close to starting here in the second to final day of the regular season as the Hawaii Capitals and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers here, a 4-2 lead for the Caps at the end of 2 periods. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Back here at the Shields Iceplex as we continue our second intermission report. The Oahe Capitals, they lead it 4-2 with 4 second period goals for the Caps as they lead it here 4-2, trailing 1-0 after one, and now have a 2-goal lead going in to the third period. As we look across the state here and to wrap up, some seasons will wrap up today, namely the Oahe Capitals season will end today. The Rushmore Thunder, they won 9-1 over Sioux Center as they will claim their top spot as they are still undefeated, 19-0. They have a chance to go undefeated with a win tomorrow against Sioux Center. Aberdeen Cougars and Mitchell Marlins, they will play at 8 o'clock, as will the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers and the Brookings Rangers. And the Huron All-Stars and Watertown Lakers will play at 8 o'clock as well. So actually we won't have any games starting by the time that we're done here, other than if there's 2 letters that come up after the third period. But we won't talk about that, especially with a 4-2 lead right now. On Sunday, to close out the regular season, the final day, Rushmore and Sioux Center will play at 11 o'clock. Mitchell will host the Sioux Falls at 2 Flyers at 2. Aberdeen will host the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers at 4 o'clock. So as the seasons are coming to an end, the top seed will be the Rushmore Thunder. The 2 seed will be the Brookings Rangers. The 3 seed is Sioux Falls 1. Right now, the Capitals, if things hold out, they will be the 4 seed. And Aberdeen, with a win, can try and get themselves into the 5 seed, with Sioux Center playing Rushmore again one more time tomorrow. Sioux Falls 2 will be the 7th seed. They technically could pass up Sioux Center with 2 wins. Watertown, they have to beat Brookings here this evening. Watertown, with a win tonight, will be that number 8 seed. And Mitchell, Yankton, and Huron. Yankton's season came to an end last weekend. They have 4 points. Huron still looking to have one more chance here tonight to pick up their one and only win of the season. Otherwise, they will go winless here on the year. And Mitchell will be that first team out. They'll be the 9th seed of the 9th place team, as they will be the first one out. Yankton and Huron were eliminated a couple weekends ago. But we're just about set for all the seeds going in to the state tournament. For the girls varsity, again, we start on Friday, this coming Friday, 10 a.m., the first game of the state tournament. The Oahe Capitals will take on the Aberdeen Cougars. Aberdeen swept the Capitals in the regular season. The Capitals did win in the preseason here in Sioux Falls at the Fight Like a Ninja tournament, as the Caps are going to be looking for a win in the preseason and win in the postseason. Aberdeen can win in the regular season. The Caps are going to look for a preseason and a postseason win over Aberdeen. That'll be Sioux Center and Mitchell at 12:30. The 3 o'clock game will be Brookings and Watertown. And the top seed Sioux Falls Flyers will take on the Rushmore Thunder at 5:30. That's all at Aberdeen and all here on Capital City Rock and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. So please subscribe now, because we'll have all 22 games of the state tournament for both the boys and the girls right here on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. And also you can listen on Capital City Rock and online at CapitalCityRock.com. Capitals with a 4-2 lead here at the end of 2 periods. We will be back for the final regulation period of the regular season. The Caps are looking for a win over Sioux Falls 1 to finish out the year. A 4-2 lead for the Caps. Back with a third period after this. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
As we welcome you back here and into the third period, the Oahe Capitals, they lead it 4-2 over the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. John Winkler here on this Saturday evening, the final regulation period of the regular season. As the Caps and Flyers will make their way out from the locker room here in just a moment. Kieran Duffy will lead the charge out, and the Caps are 17 minutes away from finishing out the season at 13-7. They lead it by 2. After it was Carter Sanderson, Keenan Howard, Dre Burns, and Jaron Beck all scoring in that second period to give the give the Capitals a 4-2 lead and put the Flyers trying to come from behind in this game. Ryan Flanagan, he has now stopped 31 shots on 35 chances, so he still had a good game, but he just hadn't looked like himself in the second half of that second period. And the Caps are going to try to continue to pepper shots on net on Flanagan and pick up one more win here on the season. Caps are going to go from right to left, the Flyers from left to right. And we are just about set here. Final 17 minutes of the regular season. And the Oahe Capitals are looking for a big 2 points. And again, they cannot drop down to 6 even if they end up losing this game. Now, with a 2-goal lead, you want to finish out a win. This is not a, if you lose, it's okay. It is overall in the grand scheme of it. But this is a team that you want to beat and say you feel pretty good about because you nearly had a Rushmore. In Rushmore, you felt pretty good about Brookings. If you beat Sioux Falls 1, you'll feel good about playing any of those top 3 teams, especially if you're the 4 seed, which that you will be if you pick up a win. You'll feel pretty good in the state tournament to try and get through 2 of those 3 teams to win a state championship. Sanderson will put it in the zone right off the face-off win by the Capitals as it'll come right back out. Pushed in by the Caps. Tag up as they were delayed offside, and Wyatt Hermson now will play it around. A pass, rink-wide pass from Vallon. Good puck movement by the Flyers into the zone. It comes for McDonald. His shift, or his shots was up and off the netting. And then McDonald will slash Grease. And to the penalty box will be McDonald. So McDonald will head to the box. A frustration penalty from McDonald just 31 seconds in. With 16:29 to go. Here in the third period, the Caps are on their second power play as they are 1 for 1 so far. McDonald just a little frustrated with what Grease was doing to keep the puck away from him. Ended up slashing him right across in front. Went off of he nearly dropped his stick. But it's picked up here by the Oahe Capitals from their own end. Pass for Sanderson. 1:45 in the power play. That one misses Grease, and it will be an icing with 16:11 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be coming to the left of Kieran Duffy. And 4-2 our score. 35-24 in shots. in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. Face-off is going to be controlled in the corner by the Flyers. Per Dames around the net, looking to attack shorthanded. Pass goes out of the zone as the Flyers will try and take some time off the penalty kill. Sievert goes across ice and is thrown down, all the way down, with still 1:20 left to go on the power play. Held up by Duffy, taken by Howard as he skates into the neutral zone. Picking up speed all the way in the offensive end. Toe drag move, a shot and a save by Flanagan off the left pad. Comes out to the blue line, held in by Byrne off of his skate. Pass goes across for Sanderson. He'll get around one man, but he'll have to push it back to the near side boards where it's flipped up and out of the zone by Jack Sievert. And now Byrne in the near side corner from his own end. He's going to pick up speed as he goes behind his net. Into the neutral zone. He'll carry it to the offensive end, pokes it along, played back behind the net. Now Byrne will turn all the way. Leaves it in the corner with some help with Grease to try and pick the puck up. And Grease and Byrne over there for the Capitals. It's played back. Grease, his pass off the stick of Howard, and will go out of the zone with 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Caps looking for their second shot on the power play right now. Just one so far. Here is Howard. He is in the zone. Howard with a shot save is made off the right pad by Flanagan. Beck had his stick canceled out. In the corner it is again with 12 seconds to go on the power play. Picked up by Grease. He'll turn, leaves it back for Sanderson. Starts to walk it in. Shot low to the ice, and another save by Flanagan. Sanderson picks it back up. Pass goes across, and then another pass back to the front of the net was off of a skate. And it's going to be played over to the far side boards where McDonald comes out of the penalty box and plays it into the neutral zone. Then it's thrown in off the glass by Corbin Beestrom. Sievert around it goes, held in by Beck, but too far away from his stick. And then it'll be cleared out to the neutral zone where the Capitals will allow it, wait, and then picked up by Grease. And then the referees will call for a high stick played by the Capitals. And we get a face-off all the way down in the Capitals' end with 14:04 to go here in the third period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Final time here in the regular season. Well, the season has flown by. Andre Carbonell will take the face-off against William McDonald. Won by Carbonell. And it's played all the way around, up to the blue line. Dotson plays it around for Carbonell, who's able to push it into the zone. Wyatt Hermson will have to play it back from the corner, and around it goes to the far side. As the Flyers have a good exit out of their end. And carried in is Valen. Valen with a shot and another glove saved by Duffy. And another whistle at 13:44 to go here in the third period. 37-25 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. And a 4-2 lead for the Caps. Carbonell drops down to a knee trying to win the face-off. It goes off the crossbar, it looks like, on a shot. And then we have a penalty coming up as McDonald got tripped up by Burnt, I guess. And Dre Burnt will go to the penalty box for a trip. And with 13:34 to go here in the third period is the third power play opportunity for the Sioux Falls Flyers, who are 1 for 2 so far in the hockey game. Face-off is won by the Flyers on the far side of the ice. On the far wing, pass for McDonald. Didn't have a lot on it to him, so as he tried to play it across, it goes out of the zone. Aiden Anderson will throw it down. Goes off the referee. Picked up, though, by the Flyers from their own blue line. Played up for Nick Lohr in the neutral zone on the near side boards. Still in the neutral zone, McDonald will enter the zone. He'll skate around his own teammate, and then McDonald on the backhand goes off the stick of Floor. Played back across and up to the blue line by Edwards. Per Dames, back to Edwards again. He starts to walk the blue line. His shot goes off of a stick. And then Anderson can't get it out of the zone. McDonald, pass goes across for Edwards. Edwards with a shot redirected and a putback rebound. They score. Max Moore scores again. And it's now a 4-3 game, and the Flyers are now 2 for 3 on the power play. Came right out in front for Moore. Duffy tried to turn his back and try to put it around, trying to put the stick around to try and make the save. with 12:46 now left to go here in the third period. It's a 4-3 game and a power play goal for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. Max Moore gets his 19th of the season. Edwards gets 1 assist. I didn't hear the other one, but it is a 4-3 game with 12:37 to go here in the third period. Duffy plays it up as it comes for Hermson. For Skolton, and is played to the far side. Jaden Floor pass is intercepted. Schlechter intercepted it. Skolton now has it. He'll try and turn from the blue line. His shot's broken up by Howard with 12:18 left to go here in the third period. As it's on the far side boards, it is going to be played in by the Flyers. Still in. A pass goes across on the back end, canceled out, so Schlechter couldn't get a shot away. Still was loose in the slot, and then it will be now Devin Dotson that will pick it up, and Dotson will play it across. Dotson, he'll turn. John Matheson plays it over for Seaver. 11:50 left to go here in the third period. Pass goes over off of the stick of Grease, played by Matheson, might have gone off his helmet, and it's picked up by Howard. Off the boards it goes to the blue line, where it's picked up by the Flyers. McDonald intercepted by Grease. Grease carries it in. On his to the far side wing. Grease on the back end from Beck. His pass goes over for Sanderson. It's intercepted, and now it's Anthony Vallon going the other way. And it'll come all the way to the corner for Vallon to take, and around it goes with 11:13 to go here in the third period. Into the corner it is. Howard around for Beck. And Beck a pass out of the zone for Grease, 1-on-2. Sanderson will step up to make it 2-on-2. Grease will put it in the corner. Grease tried to pick it back up, but was sticked away by Edwards. Vallon a touch pass along for McDonald. And William McDonald is in. He tried a toe drag move around Howard. He wasn't fooled. On the backhand pass from Howard up and out of the zone for Sanderson. 2-on-3 in. Sanderson waits. The pass goes across, but is intercepted. Knocked down by Edwards and taken by Edwards. Nick Lohr, his pass goes up. That misses for Perdames, but is played back in the neutral zone where Lohr will dump it in. Around it goes where it's sticked along by Duffy. He actually held it up for Corbin Beestrom to take. Now Lyons, as he works it up into the neutral zone. That pass goes off the stick of the Flyers all the way down. Played by Flanagan for Hermson. His pass up for Lohr. As Nick Lohr carries it into the neutral zone. He gets around one man and into the offensive end. Perdames with a toe drag move. His shot, that one off the stick of Duffy, and a save is made. Lyons lost his stick. Chopping at it high up in the air, and it will go out of play as we get a whistle with 9:58 left to go here in the third period. So under 10 minutes left here in the third, a 4-3 score, 37-27 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. 9:58 to go here in the third period. Caps led 3-1 and led 4-2. But it's a one-goal game right now at 4-3. Devin Dotson up ahead off the skates of Corbin Beestrom. Pass comes back in the zone, picked up by Burnt as he flips it right back out. Caps are playing that game. Keep the puck out of their own end. As Dre Burnt, now he'll turn back from his own end. His pass goes over, an easy exit out of the zone as Devin Dotson starts to carry it in the offensive end. Dotson started to lose it. He comes back to the high slot where it's picked up by Dom Skolton, and he's off to the races. Skolton is in. Had his stick lifted by Lyons. Picks it back up, though. And then he plays it into the corner on the near side where Lyons will fish it all the way around to the far side, but it's held in by the Flyers. Walking in, a shot goes wide of the glove side of Duffy. It'll come all the way out, and now a race after it. Dotson's going to win the race to it. Devin Dotson is in on his backhand, on his off wing. Trying to push it back to the front of the net. When it's picked up by Eberspacher, and his pass misses, and it does go out of the zone, where Beester will play it across to his defensive partner in Dre Burnt. And now Burnt with a shot goes wide to the blocker side. Held in by the Capitals. Beck got a shot from the sideboards. As it's played around again to the far side, where Corey, his pass is broken up by Sanderson. Back behind the net, Flanagan comes out to play it. And it's played here by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Knocking a man down was Grease. Beck diving for it to try and make a play over. is still in the corner for Grease. A pass off the stick of Beck, and it's cleared away by the Flyers as Corey takes it into the neutral end. Valen a pass. That one's broken up by Howard. Sanderson runs into Howard. They both go down, but Valen couldn't get a shot away. Played back out of the blue line, held in. There's a shot up high off of McDonald. That came from Sievert. And then McDonald will lay a hit on floor as he ices the puck with 7:58 to go here in the third period. 37-27 in shots. Still in favor of the Oahe Capitals. A 4-3 lead. 7:58 to go here in the third period. Barrett Schweitzer does not win the faceoff. There's a one-time chance from Edwards. That goes wide. And it was right square away from the top of the zone. In the corner it is on the near side. It's picked up. And now Jaden Floor. He'll wait. His pass goes out of the zone, but off of a stick for the Flyers. Picked up by Nick Lohr. He had the first goal of the game as he's now got 10 on the season. Over for Perdames. That pass off of a skate into the zone. Max Moore trying to get over to it. He's got 2 of the Flyers' 3 goals. Pass over for Moore. Looking for the hat trick. Save made by Duffy. And no rebound, but a whistle with 7:22 left to go here in the third period. The team leader in goals is Max Moore, who's now got 19. McDonald with 14. No Brock Malwitz for the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. As is played on the near side, Tristan Schlechter took the face-off, but it was controlled by the Capitals off of Barrett Schweitzer's face-off win. But then it's turned over. Schlechter with a shot, a save made by Duffy. He had a little bit of a screen in front, but he still made the save. There's another chance. Sticked away by Duffy, right to the stick of Wadeen. And Ryan Wadeen can't clear the zone, but is picked up, though, by Beck. Excuse me, by Aiden Anderson. And Aiden Anderson is in. His backhand pass to Schweitzer, a bouncing puck. And now Aiden Anderson again. That shot goes off of the side of the net after it went off of a body. Chopped at and cleared away out of the zone by the Flyers. Wadeen goes for a skate back from his own end. Hard pass across. Went through a massive humanity on a change by the Capitals. And the Capitals try and complete their change right now. 6:30 to play in the third period. Burnt plays it across ice. Schweitzer picks it up. He is in the offensive end. He gets to the corner. Pass to the slot. Broken up by the Flyers. Now Schweitzer runs into his man. His pass goes through again. Misses everybody on the high slot. Held in, though, by Wadeen. And now we get a whistle. And I think both guys are going to go right now. I think it's going to be Jorgen Corey and Barrett Schweitzer that are both going to go. So it'll be 5-on-5. Schweitzer will go to the penalty box. And so will Corey. So he gets offsetting minor penalties with 6:12 to go. He goes, I think they both go for rough. Yeah, they both are going to go for rough here with 6:12 to go in the third period. So still 5-on-5. 4-3 is our score. 6:10 left to go here in the third period. Ashton Grease takes a stick up towards his head as he was knocked down to the ice. Burnt holds the zone up on the far side boards and out as Max Moore goes one-on-one with Burnt. Moore waits for some support. Now Moore with the shot save is made. The rebound was loose, and Lohr couldn't find the handle on it. Duffy made that right pad save, and a lot of these shots here for the Flyers and the Capitals are trying to find rebounds. That's been most of the goals for the Flyers, and really a lot of chances for the Capitals have just been rebounds. 5:30 left to go here in the third period, which tells you how to beat these goalies. Is shoot once and then try and crash the net. There's a shot easily sticked away into the corner by Duffy. Duffy has made 29 saves on 32 shots. That one's a shot blocked by Wadeen. Now Burnt trying to protect the puck, but he pushed it a little bit too far. That's off the glove of Grease, picked up by Wadeen. And then Sanderson, puck goes behind you. And now we get too many men on the ice for Sioux Falls. Yeah, they have 5 guys on the ice. Now they go with 4, but they have 6 guys on the ice, and Mason Behrens is going to go to the penalty box. Too many men on the ice for the Sioux Falls Flyers. That's a bench minor, so Mason Barris doesn't actually get a penalty to his credit. But the Capitals now have their third power play, an opportunity to go back up by 2 goals with 5:06 left to go here in the third period. This is a big opportunity for the Capitals. Try and continue to create that space between yourself and the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. 37-32 in shots. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Burnt, he waits. A shot goes off the glove of Flanagan. So far, he's been perfect in this period. Not a whole lot of testing, though. That's just his third shot he's seen so far, with under 5 to play in the third. Burnt over. Howard, one-timer, goes high off the glass. Stays in play, though. Sanderson back for Burnt. Howard loves that one-timer. Around it goes Grease here for Beck. Beck will wait. He'll back it up and now throw it into the corner for Grease. Back to Howard. Starts to walk it in. His shot and a glove save made by Flanagan with 4:30 to go here in the third period and 1:24 left to go in the power play. Capitals lead it by 1, 4-3. 4:30 left here in the third. Face off to the right of Flanagan. They keep that same power play unit out. Grease has got Sanderson right next to him. Off to his right, won by the Capitals. Howard will walk the blue line, starts to walk it in. His shot right in the square of the chest of Flanagan, who had good positioning. And we get a whistle with 4:22 left to go here in the third period. Faceoff will be to the right of Flanagan again. 40-32 now in shots. Capitals with 3 shots now in this power play. Faceoff to the right of Flanagan. Won by the Capitals. Back to Howard across for Burt. Back to Howard again. He'll wait. His shot save. A rebound is loose in the slot. Still loose. And it's swung to the near side boards. And out of the zone it goes, where Burton will pick it back up at the red line and go back to skate in his own end. 58 seconds left to go here in the power play. Burton picks up speed. His pass misses Grease behind him. Picked up by the Flyers and then cleared all the way down. Played by a high stick off the skate of Burnt. He's going to have to play it here with 45 seconds left to go in the power play. Fans on the pass attempt, and then he turns it over. Dom Skolten now will pick it up. Skolten attacking shorthanded, but he can't get a shot away. The Capitals collapse back. As Howard with 35 seconds left. Now he's going to pick up some speed. Plays it off the board. Didn't get the carom that he was wanting, though. Tristan Schlechter had it. Now Howard will pick it back up over for Sanderson. Plays it up along for Beck, but it's right back out of the zone. The Capitals now trying hard to get it back in the offensive end with 17 seconds to go. They'll wait and throw it all the way down. Last call here on the power play as Howard will go back to play it with 10 seconds left. Up for Beck. He knocks it down, and Jaron Beck is in. He'll wait. His shot saved by Flanagan. We get a whistle with 3:08 left to go here in the third period. 2 seconds left on the power play for the Capitals. And we're about to go back to 5-on-5 in the last 3:08. Face-off will be the left of Flanagan. As Corbin Beestrom is at the red line to make sure that there is no Hail Mary pass in the last 2 seconds of this power play. And the Flyers will clear the zone one more time as the penalty comes to an end. Devin Dotson pushes it into the offensive end. Max Moore will pick it up. He turns it over, though. Carbonell a pass over for Lions. Back to Beestrom. Beestrom tries to throw it across on a backdoor feed for Carbonell, and it's played back out. Carbonell over for Floor with 2:40 left to go in the third period. 1-goal lead for the Capitals. They lead at 4-3. Offside is called as the Flyers come in just a tick offside, and a whistle with 2:38 to go here in the third period. Will we see a timeout here by one of these two teams? Not quite yet. Flanagan's still in net with 2:38 left to go. We'll keep an eye on him if he escapes the crease and goes off for an extra attacker. Fallon, a shot and a rebound chance for the Flyers, but no one was there quite yet. Another save by Duffy. He's got 30 in the game. There's another high shot. That was blocked up, and the Capitals trying to clear the zone. And will be picked up by Carbonell. Up ahead for Dotson, one-on-one in the end. Dotson, his shot and a save off the stick of Flanagan. 2:15 left to go here in the third period. And again, we're going to keep an eye on Flanagan, see how long it takes for him to come out. He's starting to come his way out, but they're going to keep holding him off. And then offside is called against the Flyers with 2:05 to go. Flanagan was starting to skate off. Coach Prisby was holding his hand up and saying, not quite yet. Let's wait. And so he, with an offside call, that puck is in the neutral zone, and Flanagan will not come off the ice quite yet with 2:05 to go in the third period. Both teams with their timeouts still. Except for now, the Sioux Falls Flyers will take their timeout. So they had their one timeout, about another second before they took the timeout. 2:05 left to go here in the third period. 43-33 in shots in favor of the Capitals. They lead it 4-3 over the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. This has been a heck of a hockey game. A lot of offense, a lot of good passing, a lot of good shots, a lot of shots that, no shot's a bad shot when you put it on net, but they're shooting for rebounds. They're saying we're either going to get lucky by beating you or you're going to give up a juicy rebound because there's no way that you can make a save like that, and if you do, you're going to be out of position. There's no way you can make a save that doesn't create the rebound effect, because if you do make the save with no rebound, then you're out of position, and then they're going to start picking you apart after that. So both these goalies have been phenomenal tonight. Even though it's a 4-3 game, I will say that both these goalies have been phenomenal. 30 saves for Duffy, 39 saves for Flanagan. It's just been rebounds and those greasy type goals that you have to score against goalies like this. And it's just two good offenses that you can't hold down for very long. So face-off just outside the Capitals' end. Flanagan is about 10 feet in front of the crease. The face-off is won by the Flyers, goes all the way back in their end now with 2 minutes to play in the third period. As it's played around, Beck holds his own. It's touched along by Flanagan. We'll see again. He's going to be going off for an extra attacker as soon as the Flyers are able to get something going the other way. Flanagan's starting to chase off, and he is coming to the bench. So extra attacker and another. Well, there's going to be too many men on the ice, I believe, because Flanagan hadn't. Or no, what? Well, they're going to just blow the play dead. Or is there going to be too many men on the ice? Because Flanagan has to get to the bench before the extra attacker gets on. I think they got too far ahead. Well, they got. Oh, so no, there's no penalty. I don't understand why there wasn't a penalty. That might be something we asked Coach Steele at the end. But no penalty given against the Flyers. So now as Flanagan goes off again, now McDonald steps on. That shot goes into the corner off of Duffy. Sanderson will swipe it all the way down the ice. It'll hit off the boards and go for an icing with 1:29 to go here in the third period. So Flanagan is off for the extra attacker. 6-on-5 right now with 89 seconds left to play here in the hockey game in regulation. Face off to the left of Kieran Duffy. And Ashton Grease will take the face off against Corey Perdames. Caps out shooting the Flyers by 9 right now. That one's flipped out of the zone by Howard. A race after it. Carbonell will race after it, trying to take it away from Sievert. Sievert will pick it back up. Caps got to be sure about anything that they go after because it's 6-on-5 right now. Max Moore, he's got 2 goals. He moves it in off the stick of Floor with 1:10 to go here in the third period. Max Moore again into the corner. Floor had it. He is thrown to the ice. Ashton Grease picks it up off the boards, and it's going to go wide of the nets. Didn't get the carom that he was hoping for, and it does go wide, but we get a whistle and an icing with 1 minute to play here in the third period. 4-3, Caps lead it. They are now 1-0. They were able to score 4 times in the second period, take a 4-2 lead in the third, and it's now 4-3 with 1 minute to play here in the third period. Caps can't win the faceoff. Sievert, pass goes across for Edwards. Edwards with a shot, a bouncing puck. That one's blocked up by the Capitals. Flipped high out to center ice, and a rolling puck all the way down for another icing with 46.8 to go here in the third period. And we'll see how long, if Coach Steele does take a timeout at all, to get his guys a little bit of rest. But the way how long the icing has been, that kind of gives the opportunity for the Capitals to get some deep breaths in. Carbonell's on the ice as well for the Capitals because he's an extra face-off guy. Grease and Carbonell, if Grease gets booted out as Carbonell to take it. That shot, Duffy never saw it, but it went wide. 40 seconds to go. Back into the corner it is. McDonald goes down to a knee, but Burt will play it. He lost his stick, though. Burt lost his stick, so it's basically almost 6-on-4. Back to the blue line. Sievert. Burt will go retrieve his stick with 26 seconds to go. Back to Sievert. His shot, they score. With 23.9 of the extra attacker, Sievert scores, and we are tied at 4 with 23.9 seconds to go here in the third period. Sievert gets his third of the season, and we are tied 4-4 with 23.9 left to go here in the third. That's a big goal scored by the Flyers. Again, seeds won't change after today, but both teams want to go into the postseason with a win. Face-off is won. Perdames gets the assist. And we are tied at 4 with 16 seconds left to go here in the third period. Sanderson trying to pick it up with 12 seconds left. That one's flipped up, down to 10 seconds. Might be heading ourselves into overtime right now, down to 6 seconds to go. Puck comes all the way to Flanagan. He will cover for a whistle with 2.5 to go. And we'll see if Duffy's starting to skate his way to the bench. He said, get me off the ice, let's go for an extra attacker. But with 2.5 left to go, a face-off to the right of Flanagan. Grace will look to win it. Burnt's right behind him. Sanderson right off to his right. Everybody's backed up around, and the face-off is off the referee. Grease trying to put it to the net, and we are headed to overtime. 4-4 is our score at the end of 3. The Flyers outscore the Capitals 2-0 in that third period. And to end this regular season for the Capitals, we got one 10-minute overtime period. And again, in overtime, the Flyers know about this because it happened last night. This is their second overtime in as many games. But you can tie in overtime here. This will be the last time that you can have a tie for this hockey season for the Hawaii Capitals. After that, you need a winner. We'll have a 10-minute session. A goal will win it. But in those 10 minutes, if nobody scores, we will end our season on a tie. So we'll step aside. We come back, and we'll have the overtime period for you after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds and Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. So as we welcome you back here and into the overtime period coming up in next minute and a half. Again, 10-minute overtime period. If we have a winner, we have a winner. If we don't, we don't. First team to score wins, but you don't have to have a goal scored to finish this game. We could end in a tie, but we are in overtime. The Capitals, they've won their only overtime game. They end up winning over the Aberdeen Cougars. That was all the way back the second weekend of the season. The only other time they went to overtime. They won 5-4 over Aberdeen. That was the start of a 4-0 record for the Capitals. They started out 7-1. The last portion of the season, they beat everybody that they needed to. Sioux Falls, too, the only team behind them that they have lost to in the standings, and Sioux Center. But, boy, this is going to be a fun one down the stretch. So both teams get a point. And right now it is a 30-point season for Sioux Falls 1. They can go and get 31 points, and the Capitals at least will finish with 25 points, but that 26 point is still up for grabs for the Capitals. 10-minute period. Winner is the next goal to score. Although we don't have to have a winner. It could be just a tie hockey game to finish out the season. But 10 minutes are on the clock, 45-35, and shots in favor of the Oahe Capitals as we head to the overtime session. Caps are going to go from right to left. The Flyers from left to right. No change going the directions. And the Capitals win the faceoff here in the 10-minute overtime session. Corbin Beestrom had the puck. He tried to play it along with the glove, but is picked up now by the Flyers. And McDonald, his pass is broken up by the Capitals. And out to the blue line, where it's picked up there by Burt. He'll try and flip it over to Sanderson, but is knocked down by the glove. And then a pass from Howard off of Grease and taken by the Flyers. Up ahead, Sir Valen. He touches it in the zone. And then Biestrom's pass is broken up by the stick of Corey. Out of the zone it goes. Sievert picked it up. He threw it back in off of Beck. Still delayed offside, so Corey had to tag back up. And now Biestrom over off the stick of Beck as he was able to gain the red line. And then it's in by Sievert. Ran into the referee. Played up the boards on the far side, and it comes out of the zone. And now up ahead by Nick Lohr. And Lohr in, his shot going wide, but caught by the glove of Duffy. And a whistle with 9:01 left to go here in the overtime period. And again, it's an overtime session where the goal will win you the game, but we don't have to have a winner. It can end in a tie, but this will be the final time that we have a hockey game on the radio and on YouTube on Capital City Rock Sports that a game can end in a tie. After that, next Friday, we got to have a winner in the state tournaments. Eberspacher holds his own in for Sioux Falls with 8:50 to go in overtime. Pass will go, he picked up by Burnt. And now Burnt will skate to center ice, flips it in as he gained the red line. He'll chase after it. He's the first one to get to it. Burnt, he'll wait, continue to wait. Now he'll get back to the blue line. Pass goes over. Dawson with the shot off the right blocker. And he played it back out to the blue line, but Burnt had escaped the zone as he'll pick it back up from his own blue line with 8:25 to go here in overtime. Caught by Biestrom. A backhand pass behind Carbonneau. And is now picked up by Perdames. And Perdames with a shot. Save is made by Duffy, and we get a whistle with 8:11 to go here in overtime. Duffy has made 33 saves in nets. It is 42 saves for Flanagan in net. With 8:11 still left to go here in overtime. As Jaden Floor, he will flip it out of the zone. Picked up by Sanderson, the top line out for the Capitals. Sanderson in, over for Grease. It comes back in the slot, but it's picked up by the Flyers, and now they go the other way, trying to go 3-on-2, but a good play by Howard, and now it's 2-on-2 for the Capitals in. Grease on his backhand, got it to the front of the net, off the stick of Flanagan, as it's Beck that tried to play it back to Grease behind the net. Beck was able to get it pass across, but it's intercepted by the Flyers, and out to the neutral zone where Jorgen Corey on his off wing. From his backhand, sidesteps a check, holding the stick of Floor, and then Floor will shrug off Corey. There's a shot from the blue line. Duffy tripped over his own stick, as it's now going to be picked up by Sanderson. Trying to get out of the zone, knocked down by the stick of Sievert, picked up by Grease, and now Beck will play it across after he overskated the first time. The Caps will make their change as they'll get fresh forwards out there, except for Sanderson, who will take the puck away. Sanderson from the short side, rebound chance, and a save by Flanagan. Carbonell came in to have the opportunity to win it. Howard back over for Carbonell, picked up by Lyons. Fans on the pass, but it goes right to Howard. And now Howard plays off the boards up to Carbonell. Fans on his pass attempt, fans on another pass attempt, fans on a third pass attempt, and it's now picked up here by Nick Lohr. And Lohr gets knocked down by Dotson with 6:45 to go here in overtime. Up ahead of the far side boards. Carbonell, rink-wide pass is going to be intercepted, and an offside play as Max Moore came in offside as Perdames carried it in, or if Moore was still coming back onside when Perdames carried it in. 6:38 left to go here in the overtime period. 4-4 is our score. Caps did not score in the first or third period, but scored 4 times in the second period. The Flyers were able to score once in the first, once in the second, and then 2 in the third. That shot from the blue line, a save by Flanagan. The rebound was in front, but picked up by the Flyers. Now Burnt with 6:25 left to go. Over for Carter Gordon, who gets a shift here in overtime. Burnt picks up ahead for Schweitzer. Barrett Schweitzer in, back to try to Burnt on the backhand pass. He fights off of the stick, does Burnt, and his pass attempt doesn't have enough on it, but it goes over to Schweitzer anyway on the far side boards. Wrapped around here the near side, off the glass, and it comes out back here because Carter Gordon was right there waiting for it. 6 minutes left to go here in overtime. Now Burnt on a change for the Flyers. He's able to dump it in. I don't know if he's come off the ice quite yet. As it's played at the blue line. Corey, pass goes all the way across, off the boards. Volland out to the blue line. A shot is broken up by Burns, and it comes all the way out on a block shot. Dumped in, caught by Burns, played over, off of Sioux Falls, but then it's picked up by the Flyers again. Corey at the red line. Over for McDonald. Now Corey again. And Jorgen Corey carries it in on his off wing. He'll turn to his forehand on the far side boards. Trying to go one-on-one with Sanderson over there. Pass goes over, and it's nearly picked up by Volland. Beestrom will fight after it. And it's played again. Here's Beestrom in the corner. McDonald has it. Back out to the blue line. There's a one-time chance. It's broken up in front. Comes out to the blue line. Now a 2-on-1 for the Capitals. Matheson is back. Sanderson and Hunsley. Sanderson in. His shot. He scores! Sanderson scores both overtime winners for the Capitals this season, and they win it 5-4 in the final game of the regular season. Sanderson, second of the year, second of the game, second overtime winner of the season. And with 4:57 to go in overtime, the Capitals win it 5-4 over Sioux Falls 1. A 5-4 win for the Caps here in overtime. Sanderson wins it for the Caps to end the regular season on a high note for the Hawaii Capitals to beat the number 3 team in the States, as the Caps do solidify their spot as the number 4 seed going into the state tournament. With 4:57 to go in overtime, Sanderson wins it. We'll come back with a post-game show after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. As we welcome you back here into the post-game show as the Oahe Capitals win it 5-4 in overtime. Carter Sanderson scores his second of the game, his second overtime winner, and his 26th goal of the season as the Caps win it 5-4 in the extra session. As we're joined here with Coach Steve Steele, and 51-37 in shots. A lot of offense, a lot of good defense out of that too. We don't want to just say it's all good offense and no good defense, because there's a lot of really good defense, but the offense came to play and the goal scorers came to score here today.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, overall, I think it's a pretty similar game to what we saw at Expo Center. I mean, in terms of shots and everything but goals, I think it was a very similar style game. It was a lot of fun, fast-paced game, and, I remember when we played Mitchell at home, I said I'd never seen a water bottle knocked off with the force that I did. And we've seen it twice in the same game here today. So, absolutely incredible way to end the game there. Heck of a shot by Carter. So, happy he's on our team.
Yeah, and he's got 26 goals to finish the regular season. I mean, this is – you don't play again for another 2 weeks. But this has got to be an overtime win that – it doesn't define the season, but it's all the help in the world going into the state tournament.
I think the biggest thing, we talked about in the pregame show is just the confidence going into the state tournament to beat a very good team. This is an outstanding hockey team. They tied Brookings 1-1 last night. They lost 2-1 twice to Rapid City. So, this is a really high-quality hockey team. I think that we've beaten everybody outside the top three this year. So it was really huge for our confidence heading into the state tournament to get a top three win here.
And now, you solidified yourself as 4. You were going to anyway because Rushmore had beaten Sioux Center. But it's better to just do it yourself to make sure that you get it done. Let's talk about some of the goals here. We'll talk about the defense as well. But Keenan Howard's goal was something special that last week. There we go. I started to lose power there. Last time you guys played them, nothing went in. Nothing seemed to go in. That one, you couldn't draw it up any better. You couldn't even, try to explain it. I couldn't make that stuff up how that happened. But Howard made sure it was going to go in the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing on that is he didn't quit on the play. He did a good job pushing the puck up the ice. And that when he tried to take that initial shot, kind of a weird deflection going into a place that you don't really expect it to. And a lot of people, when after they shoot, they're going to have that slight pause to kind of see what's happening. But, he does a great job keeping his feet moving and ends up getting into the corner, winning the race to the puck between him, the defender, and the goalie. And, then at that point, it's a pretty open net because the goalie's not anticipating that either. But a really outstanding job not quitting on the play.
Defensively, 4 goals for Sioux Falls 1, 2 of them on the power play. Garrett Duffy made a couple of heck of saves, made 33 saves in net. But defensively, it looked like both teams were shooting for rebounds, and that is hard to defend because as a goalie, it's hard. You have to give up juicy rebounds sometimes when they're shooting like that, and your defense was able to get rid of a lot of those rebounds, and Duffy did a really good job of doing everything he can to keep those rebounds from being right in front.
Yeah, he did a great game in net. And I said I think I'd echo our defense did an outstanding job clearing the front of the net. I don't think they had a first shot goal out of the 4 goals. And I said the 2 power play goals were our defense did a great job clearing the front of the net until we were down a guy and they had an extra guy in front of the net.
Right.
Then all of a sudden we don't have that extra guy to clear there. So, it was a really good job, good strategy and scheme for them on the power play there. And then that last one, just kind of a seeing eye shot from the blue line with the extra man. I think it went through. We had a couple guys laying out up top, really going and selling out to block that shot. And it's just one of those ones that you don't know how it gets there, but it got there. And, I'm just very proud of our guys coming back after the fact and finding a way to win the hockey game, and that's kind of the way we approached it. In that break between the third and overtime was, hey, treat this like a state tournament game. Go out and win the game. Don't go out and play, safe or not to lose or any of this other stuff. Go win this game. And, they came out and skated really well in overtime and found a way to do that.
Your captain, Ashton Grease, picked up 2 assists in the win. He's got 30 regular season assists this year. That's hard to do for anybody. It's hard to do in high school hockey. It's probably I wouldn't say it's easy to score 30 goals, but if you say 30 goals or 30 assists, you're probably saying somebody's going to score 30 goals before 30 assists. He's epitome of a captain by being a selfless player and has really been a great leader for this team throughout this entire year.
He has, and he's done a lot of things that aren't necessarily fun to do. He did an outstanding job there. He was one of the guys on that last goal that was selling out to block that shot, and I said their guy had some good patience to kind of wait him out and try and shoot around him. But, he did an outstanding job in a lot of ways in a lot of the gritty areas. And I think that's kind of where he's really developed most as a player this year is just, in those grittier areas, those things that aren't very much fun to do, but you have to do as a leader of the team. So, very, very proud of the season he had so far, or, the regular season that he's had, and excited to see him lead us through this tournament.
Well, you picked up 1 win here in Sioux Falls. You got another 3 to go now with here in the next 2 weeks with the state tournament. How much fun was this win here tonight?
Anytime you can come down, this is a fun rink to play in. We were actually talking on the bench. We feel like we play pretty well here as a whole. But just a fun place to come and win. And especially anytime you can beat a Sioux Falls team, I think in pretty much any sport, beating Sioux Falls is a fun thing to do. So happy we were able to get here and do that and continue. We were able to beat both teams this year once. So it's a lot of fun to be able to do that.
So now a chance to kind of recoup. Obviously, JV state tournament is next weekend, but the varsity state tournament coming up here in 2 weekends. It's going to be a lot of fun. I appreciate all the times coming up here after games throughout the regular season. Appreciate all the you still got 2 more Coaches Corner to go through, so I appreciate what you've done to this point for Coaches Corner, but you're not out of 2 more Coaches Corners before we wrap up for the year. But I appreciate the time, as always, throughout the entire season. Fun win today. Congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you Wednesday for Coaches Corner, and good luck in the state tournament.
Yeah, thanks, John. Thanks for all you guys do. KCCR, everybody back, man, and the boards and all that stuff. Thanks for all you guys do all season long. Coming all the way out here and supporting us all season long, so all kinds of people like my folks back home can enjoy our games. So appreciate all you guys do for us too. Thanks.
That's Coach Steve Steele of the Hawaii Capitals. He knows how much I really like that. I don't, but it felt like it was taking forever. But I turned your mic down, so you can't say anything anymore. Coach Steele will join us on Wednesday right at a little after 5:30 for Coach's Corner, live at the Long Branch. We'll talk with him at the end of after they picked up a big win here tonight, a 5-4 win in overtime for the Hawaii Capitals. Carter Sanderson gets 2 goals tonight. Keenan Howard, as well as Jaron Beck and Dre Byrne, all score for the Capitals as they win it 5-4 over the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers in overtime as they end here the season at 13-7. Sioux Falls now 14-3-1-1, and will finish the season against Aberdeen tomorrow night. as they will play out in Aberdeen. That's the end of our regular season coverage of hockey. Next Friday, 10 a.m. is the puck drop of the Hawaii Capitals and the Aberdeen Cougars, and we have all 22 games over the next 2 weekends on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We'll have it all for you on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. I want to thank Spencer Kelly back at the station for manning it, making sure everything ran smoothly back at the station. Appreciate all of his work today with the state wrestling tournament, with the KCCR Farm Home Sports Show, which that is going on tomorrow from 11 to 4. Make sure you come out to the Ramkota and check that out tomorrow if you did not today. And if you did today, come back again tomorrow and continue to see all that we have out at the KCCR Farm Home Sports Show at the Ramkota. But we appreciate all the work that he did today. It was a long day for him back at the station. We appreciate all the work that he did for us at KCCR and here on Capital City Rock and on Capital City Rock again, because DT had a game as well. So he is pulling triple, quadruple, quintuple duty for us at the station. So we appreciate the work that he did here this evening. As we say goodnight from Sioux Falls one more time, the Capitals, they win it in overtime, 5-4 over the Sioux Falls 1 Flyers. Carter Sanderson wins it with 4:57 to play in overtime as we say goodnight from the Shields Iceplex.